Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and he drains it!
Welcome into Richards Memorial Field here in Hillsboro, Ohio. We're ready for Week 1 football action here in the state of Ohio between the Western Brown Broncos and the home Hillsboro Indians. My name is Greg Liming. I'm here with my partner, Rob Bowman. We've got Skylar Stapleton back in the studio. On the board for us, as well as Maggie Dean running the camera over on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Well, Rob, another really exciting year of Bronco football last year, another deep playoff run. The illustrious career of Drew Novak, along with a ton of other seniors at Western Brown, comes to an end. Talked to Coach Osborne a little bit this week. Kind of a new era of Western Brown football. New quarterback, a lot of new skill guys, almost a completely new offensive line. Really excited to see what they bring to the table, and should be a fun Week 1 matchup here at Hillsboro.
Yeah, Coach Osborne was he's pretty excited to get the season off to a good start. Obviously tonight, Week 1 against the Hillsboro Indians, but he's has a lot of young guys. He talked about this sophomore class that they're going to be relying on quite a bit to replace that heavy senior class that they had last year. Graduated 23 seniors, so it's a lot of people to replace. And Hillsboro, on the other hand, has a lot of seniors returning. 4 of their starting offensive linemen will come back for their senior season, and so they're still under Coach Horner in that second year, trying to get things going in the right direction for them. So we're looking for a really good Week 1 matchup here in Hillsboro.
Well, it's a beautiful Friday evening here in Hillsboro, Ohio. We're going to take a short break. We've got about 6.5 minutes till we kick this one off. We'll be right back and talk a little bit more about each one of these teams here tonight. You're listening to OHSA football right here on C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in here to Richards Memorial Field in Hillsboro, Ohio. Again, we're here for tonight's Week 1 varsity football matchup between the visiting Western Brown Broncos and the home team here tonight, the Hillsboro Indians. We're going to talk a little bit more about each one of these teams, starting with the Hillsboro Indians, led by head coach Nathan Horn in his second season. And he has a career 4-7 record after his first year. Led the team to a 4-7 record, 1-7 in the very tough Frontier Athletic Conference. The regular season saw the Indians come away with a victory in the Rotary Bowl against their rival, Greenfield McLean. Their season did come to an end after making it to the playoffs with a 42-0 loss at Tip City in round 1 of the OHSAA playoffs. The Indians did do a good job last year defending their home field, where they went 4-1 right here at Richards Memorial Field. So looking to build on that here tonight their first matchup. We saw them come to Western Brown last year. Now this year we're here. I'm going to kick it over to Rob. He's got a little bit more about the Broncos.
All right, the Broncos coached by Nick Osborne, who's after 4 seasons, 27-8 record. Broncos excellent 2022 season, only dropping 1 regular season contest to Jackson on the road. Very, very tight battle there. They finished first in the SBAAC American Division. Broncos made it to the 3rd round of the OHSAA playoffs, defeating Mount Healthy and Monroe in weeks 1 and 2 before losing to Tip City in the regional semifinal. In a back-and-forth battle is at Bellbrook High School. A really good game there. Broncos, again, faced with that tough task of replacing 23 seniors from that roster, and the majority of them started or contributed a lot to this team. So that's a lot of bodies to replace on both sides of the ball, and a lot of times you see that can take a big toll in the trenches where they did lose quite a bit of bodies there on the O-line and D-line.
Well, the Broncos have just run onto their sideline. If you've never been here to Hillsboro, kind of down in the bowl here, came down the hill and ran out from under the goalpost there on their sideline as they blow up the big Indian tunnel here. The Hillsboro Indians getting ready to make their way onto the field with about 3 minutes to go till kickoff. Some of the returners for Hillsboro: quarterback Mason Dumpert is a sophomore, was a running back a year ago, made the transition over to quarterback. And Coach Horn had some really good things to say about his progress here in the preseason and as they've moved in. So we'll see what Mason Dumpert can do at quarterback. As Rob said, 4 of the 5 offensive linemen return, including Aiden Clemens, Gary Reno, Jahari Pitts, and Ian Lawson. Austin Barrett, star running back, returning in the backfield. He led the team with more than 1,000 yards on the ground and defensively had over 30 solo tackles at linebacker. And senior defensive lineman Gary Reno comes in after having 23 solo tackles and 24 tackle assists last year. So again, some experience on the Indian side. They're looking to build here and come away. Hopefully they're coming away. They want to come away with a big win here on week 1.
And talking about Western Brown, some of the returners getting some of his first team reps now is sophomore running back Justin Morgan. Get things going on the ground for them. Senior Will Pletz, 6'3", 270 pounds. He's going to anchor that offensive line up front. Linebacker Austin Huff will return after a junior campaign with 45 solo tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 5 fumble recoveries. And senior wide receiver Isaiah Smith has had a tremendous last couple of years, posted 1,000 yards last season, had 9 touchdowns. Then they're also returning senior Matthew Osborne, who had 517 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns on the season. So 50 receptions for him as well. So he gets a lot of touches. A lot of them might be out of the backfield, out of that H-back role. They kind of move him all over the field. He might get some carries as well on the ground. Coach Osborne loves to change things up, formations and personnel.
Well, the Hillsboro Indians have run out onto the field here. We've got just over a minute to go until we kick this one off. Western Brown did win the coin toss. They deferred to the second half. So that Indian offense led by Mason Dumpert will be out there first for Hillsboro, trying to score first. I'm going to throw it back to Rob one last time. He's got some keys to the game.
Well, one of the things you want to do with the triple option type of offense that Hillsboro runs is sustain drives. Stay on the field. Try to wear that defense out. Keep the other offense off the field, especially one as high-powered as Western Brown comes with and Coach Osborne. And try to hold on to the ball. Limit the turnovers. Western has to maintain defensive discipline. We talked to Coach Osborne about that. They've got to stay in their lanes, try to force the ball back up the middle and allow those linebackers and safeties to come up and make those plays. The Indians on the defensive side need to remain patient and try to keep everything underneath you. Maybe try to force a turnover here and there, get in the quarterback's face. We talked about that offensive line being young, and they've got the young quarterback as well. And Sutton, maybe try to apply a little pressure on him. And then for the Broncos, don't be afraid to take chances on the offensive side. We know Coach Osborne. He's a risk taker, loves to do that. He's going to continue to do that. With a young group of guys, don't take your foot off the gas. Let them go. Let them play. Let them get their feet wet and see where the chips fall.
Well, both teams right on the field. We're just about ready to kick this one off. Western Brown wearing their white uniforms, white jersey, white pants with brown numbers, and gold trim. Hillsboro in their all red tops, red pants, and white numbers, white helmets. We've got 12 minutes on the clock, If you haven't checked us out over on goodguysradiotv.com, make sure to check it out. Maggie Dean over there right beside us on the camera. Great live video stream, as well as you can hear the broadcast from Rob and myself. So if you're in a safe place to do so, check it out on your smart TV, smartphone, tablet, laptop, whatever you got, goodguysradiotv.com. Well, the Broncos are teeing this one up. Looks like number 31, Marcus Williams, will kick it away for the Broncos. 2 men back deep to receive for the Indians. Looks like number 3, Jack Wagner, and number 7, Jevin Hochstel. Broncos start their sway. Ball's teed up on the 40-yard line. Richards Memorial Field, we're underway here. Kickoff line drive kick will be fielded just inside the 10-yard line. Over on the right sideline, heading back up the middle, looking for some room, and about 3 or 4 Broncos meet him, and they're going to stop him right about the 23-yard line, where the Hillsboro offense will take over. Good kick coverage there from Western Brown.
Yeah, Hochstel had to reach over his head to reel that one in, and really good coverage. We saw that all throughout last season. It's going to continue early on so far. Really good coverage, though. Hillsboro has fairly poor starting position after catching that one around the 10-yard line.
So the ball spotted on the 23-yard line. Hillsboro will be heading from right to left on your radio dial towards the big hill down past that end zone. Western Brown will be heading from left to right here to start this game in the first quarter. Dumpert will go under center. 2 receivers out wide, one on the right, one on the left. Man goes in motion, handoff up the middle, and is met right at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe goes forward for a yard or 2. Pretty good coverage there. Looked like number 16, Carter Saylor, in on that tackle.
Barrett with the dive right up the middle, and he's stuffed just after a couple-yard gain. Really good play there by the Bronco defense.
Well, that's something that Coach Osborne talked about, winning the trenches. Looked like pretty good push there up front from the Bronco front. Number 29, Austin Huff, going to hear his name a lot. Played a big role last year for these Broncos. Also number 57, Isaiah Snow, in there. Second down and 8, 2-yard gain. Ball's on the 25. Takes the snap, hands it off. Nice little cut move back to the right. Goes past the 30-yard line. Falls forward around the 31. That was Austin Barrett. That'll bring up third down and about 4.
It looked like they were going to run out to the left side, kind of a counter back to the right, up the middle. Nice play design from Coach Horn's team there.
Actually, they give him 5, so spotted on the 31. It'll be third down and 2. 10:50 to go here in this first quarter as the Indians possess the ball first. Again, beautiful evening here at Richards Memorial Field. Great to have high school football back. Dumpert takes the snap, quick handoff up the middle. Pyle gets pushed, and he keeps those legs turned and falls forward past the 35-yard line. That's going to be plenty enough for the first down. Will move the chains for the Indians.
Great push up front. He got stuffed. Maybe after 1 yard, looked like the Broncos are going to get off the field there, but that offensive line able to push him forward for another 3 or 4 yards.
I believe that was number 9, Barrett again. Kept those feet moving. Maybe got a little push from the big offensive line. And able to move those chains. First down and 10 from the 37-yard line. 10:20 to go here in the first. A lot of those inside handoffs, kind of the bread and butter of Coach Horn. Now here's a little misdirection play, trying to go over around the right. Ball carrier was met by number 31, Marcus Williams, and that's going to go for no gain. It's going to bring up second down and 10. Nice play up front there.
Yeah, Hochstel on that carry. Broncos, great discipline. Coach Osborne was really big on that this week, and forcing that one back up the middle, able to get a stop for no gain.
So second down and 10 now, 9:45 to go here in this first quarter. Mason Dumpert goes up under center again. 3 men in the backfield, tight formation here. Man goes in motion as Hochstel. He'll take the handoff on the pitch, going around towards the Broncos sideline. Has some room, reach that ball out. Might have first down yardage. A tough run there by number 7, Jevin Hochstel. And that's going to bring up either second and short. Looks like second about 2.
Good play. They had the lineman out front leading the way. Big toss sweep out to the right side. 8-yard gain on second down. That puts them in a really nice third and short situation.
Well, remember, coming up at the half, it's the Health Source of Ohio halftime report. We'll have halftime stats and more. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Man goes in motion. Dumpert takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Ball carrier is met immediately and spun down for a loss. Nice play by the Bronco front. Austin Huff in there on that one, as well as number 31, I believe, again, Marcus Williams. They rally to the ball. Is going to bring up fourth down and 2.
Try to go back to the dive to Barrett off the left side. Broncos there to stuff that one. really closing down on the middle right now.
And we're pretty far away, but it looked like maybe a little shaky on that handoff. I kind of saw the ball move around a little bit all the way from up here, so Indians probably lucky to hold on to that one. Offense is on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 2 with 8:39 to go here in the first. Ball spotted right on the 45. Fakes the pitch up the middle. Broncos meet it and stuff him. Austin Huff is in there trying to push the pile, but he goes down. And a big stand from the Bronco defense. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Coach Horn. You're on your own side of the field, but you don't want to give the ball to this Bronco team, which he knows how capable they are of scoring, and just unable to get 2 yards. He had 2 plays to do it and not able to convert.
Well, I know it's early here in this one, but Coach Osborne talked about winning the trenches. They did that back-to-back plays there after a really nice 8-yard scamper on 2nd down. 2 chances at 2 yards on 3rd and 4th down. Can't get it done. Bronco defense comes up big, and now we'll see that offense come onto the field, led by number 6, junior quarterback Brady Sutton. Saw him a little bit last year, but first time he's going to get a chance to start, and immediately Broncos go 5 wide, empty backfield. Sutton in the shotgun. Powell comes in motion up top. Sutton takes the snap, looking over the middle of the field. Surveys, has some time, now some pressure. Tucks it down, and he's not going to be able to get out of there. 3 or 4 defensive lineman number 66, Ian Lawson, is the one that eventually brings him down. Nice pressure there from the Indians.
Yeah, Gary Reno there as well. Had a little bit of time there early on, but didn't see anything developing down the field and tried to tuck that one up, create a little more yardage, and ended up taking a big loss.
8-yard loss on the sack will bring up 2nd down and 18 all the way back in negative territory now on the 46. Same formation here. Sutton takes the snap. He's looking to run this one, tucks it down over towards his own sideline, and he's met immediately again for no gain. I think that's number 9. Barrett gets in there. We talked about him not only running the football at linebacker, makes another big play. It's going to be 3rd down and very long.
Yeah, he's very active on the defensive side of the ball. Design draw there from Sutton off the bat. Tried to kind of look over to his right first and take off to the left, and they were ready for it.
And now we see number 78, Braden Biller, check in there. The big man, 6 foot 295, checks in for his first action. 3rd down and 16. 7:17 to go here in this first quarter. Ball's on the 48-yard line. Broncos offense going backwards. Sutton takes the snap, looking over the middle. He's going to throw it deep, has a step, and overthrows the intended receiver. Braden Harmon had a step, a little too high and out of the reach, and that's going to bring up 4th and long. So it looks like Broncos are going to have to settle for a punt here on their first drive.
Had a good look. Harmon broke open the top and just a little bit too much on that one from Sutton. Good look though on 3rd and long.
Harmon definitely had a step, but about 3 or 4 yards too far, couldn't quite get to it. Offense is still on the field, but again, we saw this quite a few times last year with Drew Novak, just punts it away. It looks like Sutton's a little deeper than normal, so probably looking to do the same here. But it is 4th down and 16 with 7:07 to go. If they decide to go for it, he'll take the snap, quick punt. It's going to bounce around the 15-yard line and rolls down towards the goal line, and it's going to check up almost perfectly. And it looks like they're going to say they downed it right before it went in the goal line. That thing's going to be on the 1-inch line. What a punt from Brady Sutton.
Perfect roll. Got that one to roll just long enough. Stopped right around the 1-yard line. His teammates able to touch that one down right there. It'll be a long way to go for the Indians offense.
Man, what a touch punt. I wish I could get my pitching wedge to do that on the green every once in a while. That thing stopped right at the goal line. Took a nice bounce. Indians didn't have a returner back because, again, offense was still in the field, so need everybody up there in case they do decide to go for it. And, I mean, that thing can't get any closer. It is right off the goal line. So, again, Broncos looking to get some push here, maybe trying to get in that backfield and maybe have a chance at a safety here.
Definitely. I think they'll have a little spark under them after that first series, giving up a little bit of yardage.
So Hillsboro will take over for their second possession. Ball is basically touching the goal line. 6:57 to go. 1st and 10. Man goes in motion. Hand it off quick. And he's going to go forward for a couple of yards, get him a little breathing room out to about the 3-yard line where it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 7.
Initial contact may have been in the end zone, though. Broncos were right in there to meet him, but able to get a little bit of breathing room, get off that goal line just enough. That'll make him a little more comfortable here inside the 5-yard line.
Well, again, another sophomore. We talked about the sophomore class in the interview this week. Number 16, Carter Saylor, has been in there a couple of times playing linebacker. He's met the ball carrier as well as Ty Spalding. So 2 sophomore linebackers making a big impact here early. Second down and 7. Rolling out, wants to throw this one. He's going to throw it. A lot of pressure. Again, Carter Saylor in there in the end zone. Had to get rid of it. Low throw intended for number 7, Hochstel. That'll go incomplete. Third down and 7.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in the face there, and Dumper just had to get rid of that one. Hochstel kind of out in the flat area, maybe about 5 yards upfield. Was open just a little bit low around the shoelaces.
Might have been trying to catch the Broncos a little off guard there. He was all the way in the back of the end zone when he let go of that thing. But third down and 7 from the 3-yard line. 2 wide receivers again. Dumper will go under center. Broncos trying to get another third down stop here. Takes the snap, quick throw out to the right. He's got a man, picks up a block, slips a tackle. He's out past the 10, up in front of his sideline, still going. And he's finally going to be brought down. Number 2, Nick Burns, with a big play. And now we've got a penalty flag coming in late. Looks like might be a late hit on the Broncos. Big play for the Indians.
Yeah, Nick Burns able to make something happen, get the ball to him in space. Goes about 35 yards down the sideline.
They were backed all the way up in their own territory, as far back as you could go. Really got a quick throw out there to Burns. Dumper got rid of it, slipped the arm tackle, and was able to take it all the way out past the 30-yard line. We're going to have to check the penalty flag, and it looks like it is going to go on the Broncos, so they're going to march it out even farther. That may be a 15-yarder. This could be a big play for the Indians. It's going to take them out all the way almost to midfield, past the 45-yard line to the 46. So we'll call it a 43-yard play after the penalty.
I think they call it a late hit out of bounds on that one.
So first down and 10 now from the 46. 6:06 to go. Dumpered under center. Hochstel goes in motion. Quick handoff up the middle. Keeps those legs turning. Gets a little push from the offensive line. Still on his feet is Barrett. And finally he's brought down by almost the entire Bronco defense. Goes forward for about 4 yards. Will be second down and 6.
7 Broncos in on that tackle, and Barrett's still able to turn those feet forward for about 4 yards.
So second down and 6, ball spotted right on the 50-yard line now. Osborne will check out number 52. McKenzie will check in for the Broncos, Hunter McKenzie. Tight formation here again from the Indians. 5:30 to go in this first quarter. Snap, pitches it out wide to Hochstel. Is trying to pick up some blocks. Has a block. Here comes a flag. Looks like it's going to be a holding on number 2, Nick Burns. Play goes for first down yardage, but I think that one's coming back.
Yeah, he had a hold of Lamar Hall out there on the edge. It was kind of the key block there to spring him loose. That one is coming back.
It looked like Hall got a step, and number 2, Nick Burns, after the big reception there, had a little bit too much of that jersey. It's going to be a holding call. Is going to bring him back. And that'll help out this Bronco defense, because that was going to go for first down yardage. But again, holding calls going back, so ball be spotted back on the 42-yard line. Try second down again.
That's the contain that Coach Osborne was concerned about this week, and trying to force everything back inside to allow your teammates to make the play.
Dumpered under center, ready for the snap, takes it, fakes a handoff, now gives it to Hochstel on the right side, picks up some blocks. He's got all kinds of room, all the way up past midfield, past the 45, down to about the 42. So take the yardage away on the hold, give it right back to him after that. Nice run there by Hochstel.
Similar to a play we saw earlier in the game, go for several yards. That fake sweep to the left, comes back with the counter to the right. It's working pretty well right now for the Indians.
So first down and 10, ball's in positive territory now for the Indians on the 43-yard line. Just over 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Bronco defense trying to find a way to get back off the field after that big fourth down stop on the first drive. Indians, and they got a nice drive going here, moving the ball well. Dumpert, immediate handoff up the middle. Barrett takes it, bounces off a couple tacklers, spins around. Looks like he's going to fall forward for about 5 yards. Tough run there by number 9, Austin Barrett.
These are the nice, long, sustained drives that Coach Horn's going to be wanting all night long to keep that defense tired. We just saw a couple subs come in for the Broncos on that defensive side. Try to keep your legs, try to keep your breath. First game of the season, you really got to test your lungs in these type of contests early on.
See number 36, Aaron Pena, in there for the Broncos, as well as number 39, Denver Ballou. Pitch out to the left, coming towards us on the sideline, trying to pick up some blocks. Nice play there on the edge by the Bronco front. Looks like number 29, Austin Huff, gets in there. He gets a few yards, will bring up third down at about 4.
Zayden Nichols able to force that one back up the middle, keep that one a shorter gain. on that second down play. This will give the Broncos another opportunity, 3rd and about 3 or so, chance to get off the field.
So third down and we'll call it 3rd down and 3.5. Ball's on the 36-yard line. 3:46 to go here in this first quarter. Indians have a nice drive going here, trying to put the first points on the board. Dumpert's under center, wide formation this time. He's looking to throw over towards the Broncos sideline, has a man complete, tries to spin out of a tackle and loses his footing. Number 14, Lamar Hall, was right there, but is actually going to lose some yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down and about 6.
Hall did a great job in the open field not to let him get loose, actually force the player to fall down. So he'll pick up the tackle for loss for the Broncos.
Now, not like the NFL, when you slip and fall, you can't get back up and keep running. Tried to do that spin move, maybe a little of that natural grass here. Field does look great. Nice facilities. I love this setting here at Hillsboro Richards Memorial Field. Haven't been here for a long time. This is a really cool venue for high school football here. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. 4th down and 6. Offense is still on the field. Broncos trying to bend, don't break here as Dumpert will keep it. He's got some room on that right side, and he picks up a block, and he's going to go out of bounds over on the Western Brown sideline, and that's going to be a 1st down. Nice run there by number 1, sophomore quarterback Mason Dumpert.
Another good design there. Fake the sweep to the left, and Dumpert rolled back out to the right. Has wide open space over there, able to just scamper out of bounds for the 1st down on 4th down.
We got a late block over there in front of the Broncos sideline. That might have been number 3, Jack Wagner. I didn't see the number exactly, but got a late block. Was just enough space for him to get that edge and get the 1st down up to the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. Dumpert under center, man goes in motion, fakes the pitch, hands it off up the middle. Met immediately on the play is number 9, Austin Barrett, goes forward for a couple yards, going to bring up 2nd down and about 8.
Ty Spalding right there immediately to meet him, able to bring him down for just a short gain.
So 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted up to the 28-yard line or so. 2:24 to go here in this first quarter again. Hillsboro, nice drive here. 2nd possession of the game. They were backed up all the way to the 1-inch line, and they've taken it all the way down inside the 30 now, threatening to score the first points of the game. Dumpert under center. Man goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Barrett, again, met by a few Broncos. Austin Huff in there. Ty Spalding, again, is making his presence felt here. And it's going to be 3rd down and looks like about 6.
Really slowing down Barrett. He's able to gain 1, 2, 3 yards a carry, but not giving him too much up the middle. Hillsboro, where they're getting a lot of their success right now, is on those counters or on these sweeps to the outside, or that misdirect quarterback run off to the right side there on the 4th down play, but not much going right now up the middle.
Well, we saw Spalding carrying the ball some last year. Now here playing linebacker, 5'10", 170, sophomore. A couple back-to-back really nice plays. And now looking to throw it this time. Dumpert's got a man wide open over the middle. It's complete, and he's going to go into the end zone. Number 7, Hochstel, catches the pass, takes it to the house, and the Hillsboro Indians lead this one 6-0. Another nice play there from the Indians.
I think this is more than times we've seen them pass now this year than we did all of last season in that game, that matchup. Great play. They've been open on every pass play design that they've had so far, bringing the Bronco defenders up and really trying to stop that run. Caught them sleeping there.
Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication. Hochstel was wide open in the middle of the field. Dumper put it right on the numbers. And now number 82, Wes Bailey, will be in to kick the extra point. Snaps a little low, but the hold's down. Low line drive kick, but it's going to be good, so that's going to make it 7-0 with 1:23 to go here in the first. Indians strike first blood. They lead at 7-0. We'll be right back on C103.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
Here to Hillsboro, Ohio, Richards Memorial Field. The Indians have taken an early 7-0 lead over the Western Brown Broncos after a 99-yard touchdown drive, aided by a big penalty there on the play, but big-time drive from the Indians as they strike first blood. Western Brown ready to receive the kick. Number 82, Bailey, will kick it away. Morgan and Powell back deep for the Broncos. Nice looking kick, end over end, is going to go all the way down and bounce and go in the end zone, so that's going to be a touchback. Nice looking kick there from Bailey. Western Brown will take over here on the 25-yard line for their second drive of the game, looking to answer back. Well, Rob, a big drive there. Kind of talked there in the break. Western Brown had a few chances to get off the field, couldn't quite do it, but a very methodical, very well-called drive there for the Indians.
Yeah, they changed it up. They went to the dive quite a bit with Barrett up the middle just to keep the Broncos honest. Had a couple pass plays there. They threw the screen pass to Burns, broke for about 35 yards, and then a couple counters. The quarterback sweep off the right side, got the big fourth down conversion there. But huge drive, a lot of time came off the clock as well.
Well, Western Brown will have it for their second possession. Ball's on the 20-yard line, rather, after the touchback. Minute 23 to go here in the first. Sutton's in the backfield along with Morgan. He's got two receivers on his left, one on his right, as well as Matthew Osborne now shifts across the line of scrimmage, takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Morgan up the middle looking for some space, and he's going to be brought down for a short gain. Looks like he falls forward for maybe a 2-yard gain. We'll bring up second down in about 8.
And that's the first starting touch we've seen for Morgan so far on the offensive side. Gets the handoff up the middle for a couple yards. Sure that'll get the jitters out of the young sophomore.
Broncos go 5 wide here, second and 8 as we go under a minute to go in this first quarter. Sutton takes the snap, looking to his left, wants to throw that way. Receiver goes up high, number 10, Isaiah Smith. We saw him make some great catches last year. Defender kind of got tripped up and fell down all the way up to the 50-yard line. Big play for the Bronco offense.
It's actually something you and I talked about on the way up here tonight was let the senior eat, give him opportunities. He makes unbelievable contested catches.
Empty set again here now. Sutton takes a snap, little wide, brings it down, slips a tackle, almost brought down for a big loss. Now he's got some room, bounces outside, runs into a tackler inside the 35-yard line, all the way down to about the 31. Will be another first down. And now this Bronco offense is heating up here late in the first.
Yeah, nice play from Sutton there to evade the pressure, able to escape that attempted tackle in the backfield and show his elusiveness.
I think it was 72. Aiden Clemens had a hand on him for about a 4-yard loss. Sutton slipped out of it as he takes the snap now, looking over to his right. Wants to throw deep, intended for Harmon, too high. Nice defense there by Nick Burns right on the coverage. And a little bit too high, incomplete. We'll bring up second down and 10 with 27 seconds to go here in the first.
Gone to Harmon twice, deep down the middle, a couple times already, but both times have been a little bit too high for the sophomore receiver to bring those in.
They had a step the first time. Really good coverage there by number 2. Burns was all over it. He tried to go up and get it, but out of the reach of both of them, as now they'll go 5 wide again. Sutton empty backfield. 3 receivers on his right, 2 on the short side on his left. Looks now over to the sideline. Coach Osborne's going to call in the play. Broncos again moving the ball here late in the first quarter, trying to answer after that long touchdown drive from the Indians. Sutton, quick snap, looks to his right, now back to his left. He's got Powell on the slant, and he's going to be met immediately, spun down. I think with forward progress, they're going to mark him for maybe a yard, half yard, but a nice play there by the Indian defense again.
Tried to clear everything out on the right side, come back to the left with that tunnel screen, and the Indians were ready for it. Just maybe a half a yard gain on that screen play to the left side.
Well, that's Powell's first touch, and it looks like they're going to let it go to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, Hillsboro leads it 7-0 over the Western Brown Broncos. Broncos driving, third down and about 9 to go when we come back. We'll be right back on C103.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on U.S. Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, Our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
Welcome back in here to Hillsboro Richards Memorial Field, where the Indians lead this one over the Broncos 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Bronco offense kind of starting to get going, but really nice first quarter there after that first possession. Lost it on a turnover on downs, but that Indian offense really picked up there in the middle of that first quarter.
Both teams kind of getting things going here late in the first quarter offensively.
So now it's going to be third down. It looks like about 9 on the 33-yard line. Man goes in motion. Sutton takes a snap, looking to his right as they switch into the field. He's throwing it towards the end zone. Has a step. Harmon lays out, almost brought it in at the goal line. Just a tiny bit out of reach. Pretty good throw there. Almost a great catch by Harmon, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Able to get his hands on it, but he was so stretched out coming down with that one with the ground contact. Would have been extremely tough on that long third down pass.
So that's going to bring up fourth down and long. First fourth down we've seen here from the Broncos in manageable. Last time it was really far, so decided to punt it away. We'll see if Coach Osborne talked about being aggressive. They're going to go for it here to start this second quarter. We've got Osborne in the backfield with Sutton, 3 on his right, 1 on his left. Broncos now heading from right to left on your radio dial. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. They're going for it. Evades some pressure, trying to get out of there. Slips another one, trying to get rid of it, and he can't do it. Extreme pursuit by Austin Barrett as he missed him the first time, but came back around to get him on the second one, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Bronco offense stalls.
Just no time there in the pocket. Sutton did his best to try to find an opportunity to get rid of it, but too much pressure from that Indian front on that fourth down play. They get the turnover.
Well, the bad part is it goes for about a 6-yard loss, so pretty good field position again here for the Indians as they take over on their third possession, leading this one 7-0. You said it, Rob. Had 3 or 4 people in his face. If got out of 2, was trying to get rid of it, but couldn't quite do it. Lucky to hold on to that one. Barrett, big hit in the backfield. Dumpered under center. Man goes in motion, and Wagner hands it off this side to Hochschul's got some room, picks up a block. He's going to be chased down by number 16, Carter Saylor, but not before getting first down yardage and a big run on the first play by Hochschul all the way up to the 49.
That's their 4th first down of the first half for the Indians. Really getting things going after that first drive, just able to continue to press forward a few yards at a time, then they get the big play there on first down. Doing a great job switching things up on the offensive side right now.
So now the Indians headed from left to right. They hand it off up the middle. Dive play for Barrett. Goes past the 50 up to about the 47-yard line. Going to bring up second down and looks like about 7.
One of his better plays up the middle. Broncos maybe getting a little winded up front there. A lot of hands on hips right now.
Well, the volleyball season tips off Monday on C103. Tune in as Ken Smith brings you all the action with the Ripley Lady Jays hosting the West Union Lady Dragons right here on C103. Make sure to tune in for that one. Dumpered under center, 2nd and 6. Another handoff to Barrett. Nope, fakes the handoff. He keeps it, and he's trying to fight for some yardage. Not going to go very far. I think with forward progress are going to give him a yard. Is going to bring up third down at about 5.
He got hit by a host of Broncos there up the middle. Helmet comes off, so he will have to come out for a play while he gets that put back on.
Yeah, a couple of Broncos in there. I think number 57, Isaiah Snow, had the initial contact, fought through a block, and it looks like number 16, Jashawn Captain, will check in to play quarterback. Rob mentioned Dumpert's helmet flew off there at the end of that play, so rules say he has to sit one out. So third down and 6 from the 47-yard line. Captain under center, takes a snap, quick handoff, a little bit of trouble maybe. Actually, he keeps it. I'm not sure he even had time to hand it off as the Broncos got great push again. Number 29 as well as number 31, Marcus Williams in there is going to bring up fourth down, and that play goes for no gain.
A little confusion at the mesh point there for Captain. Maybe nerves got the better of the young sophomore there, getting his first snap on a high school Friday night.
They were lucky to hold on to that one. It looked like as soon as he went to hand it to Barrett, a couple of Broncos got their hands on both of them. Lucky to hold on to it, but he's able to keep it. And it'll be fourth down and 6 with 9:31 to go in the second. Dumpered under center. Wants to throw it again, looking to the left, now back to the middle, tries to get out, slips a tackle, and he's going to be able to run it out to the outside and have first down yardage. Broncos had a chance at him. Dumper with a nice play to get out past the 40 to the 35 for a first down.
Yeah, able to do just enough to get out of the reach of Austin Huff. He had a great pass rush there to get to him and force him out of the backfield. Able to get a hand on his feet, but able to keep just enough balance to go for the first down was Dumper.
So the Indians keep the drive alive with just over 9 minutes to go. Again, we flipped into the field. Now they're heading from left to right. Another nice drive going here all the way down to the 36 where it's 1st and 10. Hochschild goes in motion, handoff to Barrett, met immediately. Number 36, I think that was Aaron Pena, got in, 39 rather. Denver Ballou got in there in a hurry and brought him down for it looks like no gain.
Isaiah Snow, really the disruptor on that play, stuck his lineman straight up and forced Barrett into the backfield, allowing his teammates to come in and make the play.
You said it, Isaiah Snow goes, number 57 goes 5'4", 195, got underneath there and stood that center straight up in the air. So 2nd down and 10 with 8:27 to go. Misdirection play coming back towards the right now. Got some room. Big hit on the outside there as he runs through the tackler, number 8, Austin Sandifer, but able to wrap him up and bring him down. But it's going to bring up 3rd down and very short.
Another nice play to the right side towards the Hillsboro bench. Get to that outside, and that's where the Broncos struggle and contain so far tonight. But able to get another 3rd down opportunity, a chance to maybe get off the field here for this Bronco defense.
Well, you said it, Broncos getting some good push up front, but that misdirection play coming to the right or left has really hurt them and giving up some big yards. So it's 3rd down and 1 from the 27. 7:47 to go here in the first. Dumper goes under center, now stands up and maybe changes the play a little bit. Ready for the snap now as Hochschild goes in motion, handoff up the middle. Barrett pushes the pile and keeps the legs turning down around the 22-yard line. 23-yard line is going to be a first down for the Indians.
Yeah, initially, Dumper went for the hard count, tried to get the Broncos to go off sides and get the easy first down with the penalty, but Broncos disciplined there, but able to get it to Barrett, go forward for another first down, really close to the red zone here, just outside of the 20-yard line.
Also, make sure to stay tuned after the game. We'll pick a player of the game brought to you by Paul Hall Insurance. Make sure to stay tuned to hear who that is. Dumper takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it now, trying to get to the outside, gets the edge, picks up a block, and he may go all the way as penalty flags fly. He's going to run it into the end zone. But anytime you see those penalty flags come from the back of the play, probably going to be a holding call, and it is, and it's coming back. Big run there by Dumper, but negated by the penalty.
Yeah, a couple of the linemen kind of hung back on that one. Number 52, Jahari Pitts, and number 66, Ian Lawson. I think they knew right away that that one was coming back.
So holding call on the play there is going to back up the Indian offense. And it looks like we'll probably try a first down again. Also, stay tuned for the Coach's Comments show right after the game. Hopefully we'll have Coach Osborne up here to talk to you. So that backs him up on the spot there, backs him up to 1st and 13 on the 24-yard line. So Broncos catch a break when Dumper took it all the way to the house. Catch a break on the penalty. They'll have another shot at it here with 6:57 to go in the first. Again, Indians moving the ball well. Hochschild goes in motion. They're going to pitch it to him coming around the right side. He's got all kinds of blockers, but a nice play on the outside by number 8, Austin Sandifer, got out of a block and was able to meet the ball carrier and saved a big play.
Yeah, that edge right now, the Indians are doing a pretty good job of setting that, but you said it, Sandifer made a great play. They had a couple linemen out there to block. Jamari Young was out there on that one, leading the way, but excellent play there on the edge to bring him down for just a short gain.
I think that was Wagner leading the way. It looked like he had Sandifer dead to rights and kind of a little slippery, got out of there and made the play. So 2nd down and 8, balls on the 20-yard line. Dumper goes under center, 2 wide receivers on his left. Man goes in motion, fake the pitch. They're going to hand it off to Barrett up the middle, and he's going to turn the legs and fall forward, met by a couple of Broncos, and finally brought down on the play, down around the 17-yard line. Is going to bring up 3rd down and looks like about 5.
Another good play by that front up in the middle. I think that was Hunter McKenzie on that one, standing him up and able to give his teammates an opportunity to finish that one off.
So 3rd down and 6 from the 17, 5:45 to go. This feels like a big spot for this Bronco defense. Trying to bend, not break. If they can find a way to get off the field here and put the offense back out there, that would be huge here for the Broncos before halftime. Dumper under center, 4 wide receivers this time, looking to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle. Receiver never turned around, nobody home. Maybe a miscommunication on the route there, and Ty Spalding had a chance at it, but couldn't quite get over there in time. It's going to be an incompletion. It'll bring up 4th and 6.
I think Hochstuhl was on a different page there. He was running more of a post route, and Dumpert was looking for him to continue up the seam, and that one was pretty close to being in the hands of the Broncos.
So 4th down and 6 now. Incompletion will stop the clock with 5:28 to go here in this second quarter. Well, we've seen them get a few big 4th downs already. Bronco defense trying to find a way to get off the field. Indians trying to extend the drive and put more points on the board. Dumpert's under center, takes the snap, looking to throw again towards his own sideline. And this one's going to be blown dead. Looks like a timeout from the Broncos sideline, as Coach Cody Wilson is out on the field and not happy with his defense. Gets the timeout right before the play. We'll take a short break. We'll be back on C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
Welcome back in here to Richards Memorial Field here in Hillsboro, Ohio, where the Indians lead this one 7-0 over the Western Brown Broncos. 5:26 to go here in this first half. Big 4th down coming up here, Rob. Broncos trying to get off the field, give their offense 1 or maybe even 2 last cracks at it here before halftime. The Broncos will receive the second half kick, so a stop here and points on the board would be huge.
Really nice, and to get that confidence going for this defense too early on. We talked about a lot of young guys, sophomores on this team.
Dumpert under center, 4 wide receivers, takes the snap, looking to throw over towards the Broncos sidelines, going to throw it towards the end zone, got his step, and Hochstuhl goes up high and brings it down, both feet in bounds, and that's going to be a touchdown. Good looking throw by Mason Dumpert, and they extend their lead out 13-0 with the extra point coming up.
Second pass touchdown to Hochstuhl. Able to almost just run that fade route, get him up in the corner, and he's able to blow right past the defender there and get both feet down, I believe, as well. Only needs 1 in high school, but looked like he was able to get 2. Nice play from the Indians on that 4th down conversion.
Really good touch throw there from Dumper. Put it right over top of the DB as the extra points coming up. Snaps down, kick is up, and it's going to be good. So that's going to make it 14-0 in favor of the Hillsboro Indians. With 5:19 to go here in the second quarter, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back on C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
School again, the Indians lead this one over the Western Brown Broncos 14-0 after another long drive and touchdown throw by Mason Dumpert. Indians will kick it away, 2 men back again. Another good-looking kick as Morgan will field it inside the 5-yard line, trying to set up some blocks. He's going back up the middle, tries to cut it back to the outside, slips a tackle. He's got some room past the 30, all the way up to the 40-yard line. Really nice return there by the sophomore, number 5, Justin Morgan. Pretty good field position past the 40-yard line for this Bronco offense.
Great return. I think he showed us a little bit there why he's the starting running back for this Bronco team. Elusiveness, made a couple guys miss and able to get some great field position for this Bronco drive about halfway through the second quarter.
Well, we saw some flashes of the offense come alive there in the on the first drive of the second quarter here, but then stalled out, not able to convert a 4th down. So offense out here again, 5:10 to go. Ball's on the 41-yard line, first down and 10. Broncos trying to respond after back-to-back scores from the Indians. Empty set again, Sutton in the backfield, 2 men on his left, 3 up high on the right towards the Bronco bench. Sutton takes a snap, design run all the way, goes right up the middle, follows a couple of blockers and is going to turn his feet, still getting some push from the offensive lineman, and they blow it dead. Looks like a 2-yard gain will bring up second down and 8.
Yeah, designed run the whole play. He didn't really even fake on that one, just took the ball and ran up the middle, showed some patience, allowed his linemen to get on their blocks, but not much going there on the first down run.
5:03 to go here, second down and 8. Empty set again here from the Broncos. Same formation, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Sutton takes a snap, quick throw over towards his sideline, almost intercepted, and it looks like that one bounced as it was intended for Harmon. So incomplete's going to bring up third down and 8. Almost disaster there for the Broncos.
Yeah, that one was pretty close to being picked off by the Indians. Harmon able to get his hands on that one, but just not enough to keep it from hitting the ground.
I think that was number 5 out there. Zach Brown maybe had a chance at it, but couldn't quite bring it in. Empty set again here. Sutton takes a snap, third down and 8. Throws it over the middle. Throw's going to be a little high, intended for Morgan, and that's going to be incomplete. So another fourth down play here, and another big decision, and could be a big turning point in this game for the Broncos.
Yeah, this could be huge. Right around the 45-yard line. This is, I believe, their third series of the ball game, and really need to get something going offensively to get some momentum swinging back in their favor, being down 14 points right now.
So we'll call it fourth down and 8. Ball's on the 43, and now we've got a penalty going, and it looks like some motion. Snap count was off, and that's going to back them up even more. Another mistake by the Broncos will back them up 5 yards and makes it at fourth down that much more difficult.
Yeah, that might change the decision of Coach Osborne here, now being backed up inside his own 40-yard line.
So that'll make it fourth down and 13. Backed all the way up, like Rob said, inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Broncos look like they're going to go for it, and now we've got a timeout coming. Looks like another timeout by Western Brown. They're going to talk things over. We'll take a short break. We'll be back after this on C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking on a hit, she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back in here to Hillsboro, Ohio, where the Indians lead this one 14-0 over Western Brown. Empty set again, fourth down and 13 on the opposite 38. So we'll see if Coach Osborne decides to punt this one away, or if they're going to go for it. And it looks like Sutton is going to kick it away. Down over the middle, bounces down inside the 30-yard line, goes down inside the 25, and the Broncos will fall on it about the 23-yard line. So again, another nice series from the Indian defense, as they're able to stop the Broncos offense, aided by the false start. And Indians take over with 4:36 to go. Plenty of time to put more points on the board.
Yeah, really good series from them, and the Broncos, again, they're kind of stalling out right now. They only have 2 first downs in the first half so far, so really just need to get some momentum going in the right direction. Had another decent punt there, though, from Sutton to get a nice roll down inside the 25-yard line. See if the defense can step up and get a turnover, get the ball back to their offense with some decent time to score here.
Well, at the half, we'll get you caught up on everything going on in the world of sports with our producer back in the studio. Make sure to stay tuned for that Health Source of Ohio halftime report. Takes a snap, misdirection play again, coming around this side. Broncos a little more ready this time. Spalding, but makes a nice move. And another penalty flag coming back in. And it looks like another holding on the outside there. Going against the Indians will back them up.
It looked like that one was going to go for more for Hochstuhl off the right side, but Spalding closed very quick to force him back to the middle for about a 7 or 8 yard gain. But like Greg said, there is a penalty flag, and that one is coming back on the Indians.
So a holding call will back them up with 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half, all the way back to the 21-yard line. Is going to make it first down and 12 after the spot foul holding call. But you said it, Rob. Ty Spalding, he's had an active first half here, got over there and made him cut it back inside. And now man goes in motion. Dumpert takes the snap, handoff up the middle, goes right through the middle. Barrett still on his feet, spun down all the way up to almost the 40-yard line. Another big run, and that's going to be first down yardage.
Huge run up the middle. That's the biggest one were able to get with Barrett so far in the ball game. We saw him in one of their scrimmages. First play of the game, he went 80 yards to the house right up the middle on that same dive play. So we know he's got that kind of speed. It's just whether the offensive line is able to get those blocks and seal those lanes for him to run, and that one they did a really good job.
Dumpert under center, 2 wide receivers. Man goes in motion in the backfield. Wagner looks like he's going to take it up the middle himself. Good pursuit there by the Broncos, but he will fall forward for a short gain. We'll bring up second down at about 8.
Great job by that interior front of the Broncos, able to slow him down just a couple yards on that play.
Ball past the 40-yard line. Make it second down and 7 with 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half as the Broncos have some subs coming on the field. Clock continues to roll. Hillsboro is perfectly okay with that clock moving here, playing with a lead. Almost halftime. Takes a snap, quick pitch out to the right. Here comes Hochschild right towards us, trying to set up a block and is going to run it out of bounds. Out past the 45-yard line up to about the 47. And I think he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Hillsboro's doing a great job just on that edge. They're sealing every defender for the Broncos right now. Broncos need to try to wrong arm and get to the outside, force that back up the middle like we talked about with Coach Osborne. Allow your teammates to come back in and make the play. Don't allow them to get to your outside shoulder.
So third down and 1 from the 47, 3:10 to go. Clock stopped when he went out of bounds. Handoff up the middle. Barrett fighting for some tough yardage, is able to go past midfield, and he's going to have the first down. We'll move the chains for the Indians. First down and 10.
Carter Saylor actually ended up with the ball at the bottom of the pile, but I believe Barrett was down when they called that one for a first down.
Matthew Osborne checking in for the Broncos as number 58, Brian Smith Jr. will check out. 2:55 to go. First down and 10 from the 49-yard line as Hillsboro moves into positive territory. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Barrett puts his head down, runs into a tackler. Another tough run by Barrett. He's had a nice first half. That's going to bring up second down and looks like about 4.
Yeah, Barrett hasn't gone backwards really at all. He's either gone for no gain or fallen forward every time. And when he gets ahead of steam rolling, he's a hard one to take down, as you saw on that play for 6.
So that'll make second down and 4. 2:23 to go here in this first half. Ball's up to the 43-yard line now. Dumpert under center. Hochschild goes in motion. Takes the handoff back this way. Now has some room. Hochschild's going to go. He's got a step 20, 10, 5. He's going to take it in. Number 7, Devin Hochschild takes it in. And the Broncos are in a big hole here in the first half.
That was a tough one because Huff had to contain and force him back in the middle, but no one else was there to close down and make the play. Great run from Hochschild off the right side.
So that'll extend it out to 20-0 in favor of Hillsboro. The extra point coming up. And a big first half by this Hillsboro Indian offense and defense, but offense has moved the ball really well, broke a couple of big plays, and there's another one all the way down for a 40-yard touchdown or so from Hochschild. As number 82 will come onto the field now. Wes Bailey will kick the extra point, trying to extend it out to 21-0. Dumper will hold it. Low line drive kick, and I don't think that one quite had the height. So that's going to be no good. So the score will hold 20-0 in favor of Hillsboro. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back on C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in here to Richards Memorial Field, where the Indians lead this one 20-0 over Western Brown. They're going to kick it away now. Powell and Morgan back deep for the Broncos again. Wes Bailey will kick it away for the Indians. This one's going to be fielded right on the 10-yard line by Morgan. Trying to set up some blocks, going right up the middle. Runs into his own blocker, and that's going to give time for Austin Barrett to get in there and make another tackle. Austin Barrett has been all over the field. We do have the penalty flag down. We'll check that. But Broncos are going to take over right about the 30-yard line. We'll check the penalty.
Yeah, another decent return there from Justin Morgan. Ran into his teammate, though, like Greg mentioned, Lucas Powell. Powell trying to get a block for him and ended up running into the return man there. Still waiting on the penalty.
Penalty flag's right around the 40-yard line, so it was a little bit behind where the play ended. As a couple of the referees get together here now, and they're going to talk it over. So there's exactly 2 minutes left on the clock. Western Brown will receive the second half kick. So, again, it feels pretty crucial here that Western Brown's going to need to get down the field and put some points on the board to try to get some momentum going here late in this first half and try to slow down this really good so far Hillsboro Indian offense. So it looks like the penalty is going to go against the Indians. I did not see a signal from the referee, but it looks like they're going to move the ball up to the spot of the foul right around the 39-yard line. So Western Brown will take over right there with 2 minutes to go in this first half. Western Brown has one timeout remaining. Hillsboro has all three.
I believe they signaled illegal use of hands.
So somebody got some hands up in the face mask of one of the Broncos. Didn't see that. It was, like I said, behind the ball, or really in front of the ball where the ball is going, so didn't really see that. Make sure you check us out over on goodguysradiotv.com. Again, we're up here in the press box with Maggie Dean. She's over there on the camera. Check out the live feed, as well as hear the broadcast from Rob and myself, goodguysradiotv.com. Well, the referee's still kind of trying to sort things out here, and now it looks like they're ready to go. So 2 minutes to go here, so officially exactly the 2-minute drill here for the Broncos to try to end this first half. And now it looks like we're going to have a timeout from the Hillsboro sideline. So we'll keep it right here as the Broncos try to mount some momentum going late into this first half, but it has been all Indians so far. Bronco offense has had a couple of flashes of the big plays, but really just haven't been able to establish any consistency and been hurt by some penalties as well.
Yeah, the penalties have definitely hurt. A couple plays they went backwards, and the big sack on Sutton as well. Definitely not helping you in any regard there. He's been under pressure quite a few times. A couple balls a little bit too high. Just seems like they need to settle into the game a little bit, and they did on that second series. Kind of got their feet going a little bit. A couple first downs, but ended up turning that one over. So we'll see how they finish out the first half. 2 minutes left, plenty of time for the Bronco offense, especially on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, still plenty of time to go in the game. Can get some momentum going here maybe and get that ball to start the second half and cut into this Indian lead a little bit here. Again, they lead 20-0. Empty set again, two receivers in front of us on the short side, three up high, and now it looks like we're going to have another timeout by the Hillsboro Indians. So back-to-back timeouts from the Hillsboro sideline. So we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on C103.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, it's you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
Welcome back to Hillsboro High School here, where the Broncos run the first play from scrimmage. A nice pass up to number 10, Isaiah Smith, all the way up to the 45-yard line past midfield. Nice throw and catch.
Yeah, nice dig route from Smith, able to just settle down right in the middle of the field. Reel that one in.
Broncos going quick. Sutton takes the snap, rolling to his right, pressure in his face. Can't get rid of it, and a monster hit from number 9, Barrett, as the ball came out. Far referee threw the marker down, but it looks like the head ref in the back said he was down by contact, but what a hit by Barrett. Came screaming in there.
Did not look like Sutton saw him coming at all.
So that's going to take him back past midfield, all the way back to the 46-yard line. Minute 22 to go. Sutton takes a snap, looking to throw, steps up, evades a little pressure, looking to get rid of it. Now he's going to turn his shoulders and throw it. He's got Morgan. Morgan lays out, makes a nice catch inside the 25-yard line. Sutton puts it up there. Morgan goes and gets it.
Great catch from the running back on the left sideline, right in front of the Hillsboro bench. Had to lay out for that one.
Just over a minute to go now. Ball all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big play there from the Bronco offense. Empty set. Sutton takes it. Open man in the middle. Morgan throws it to him, and he stumbles in for the touchdown. Here's the Western Brown offense we've seen before. Sutton settles in, throws a nice one over the middle. Morgan takes it to the house.
That was one of the things we saw from them last season. It seemed like they're at their best when they're inside the 2-minute. The pressure's a little bit more on, and you get kind of used to that in those practice scenarios. You don't have time to think. You don't have time to adjust to what the defense is doing. You just do the play that's called and able to march right down the field. Big hit Sutton took there, but able to recover. A couple nice, really nice catches from the sophomore running back, Justin Morgan, able to get in for 6.
The Broncos punch it in 55 seconds, even with a huge loss on that play. So a quick strike there from the Broncos as number 48, Cunningham, on to kick the extra point. And it's maybe tipped at the line or a little squirrely on the hold, and it bounces off the crossbar, so it'll be no good. That'll make it 20-6 with a minute and 5 to go. We'll keep it right here as the Broncos get ready to kick it off. Well, you said it, Rob. It seems like maybe, obviously Coach Osborne, not the start you want, down 20 points, but probably rallied the troops and just said, forget it, guys. We got some young guys out here, but you said it, that 2-minute drill kind of takes the thought out of it. It's just react and throw it where the open man is, and Morgan with 2 big plays on that drive, and the Broncos able to strike quick and put some points on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and that might be something to consider for the coaching staff. I mean, obviously I'm not a coach for this team, but these guys are so young, and this is their first experience starting on a Friday night. A lot of them have played before, but it's different under the lights, under the bigger crowd, and you get the guys on the other side of the ball that are a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, and sometimes if you can take the thought out of it, it makes it easier, especially for those offensive linemen that might be a little bit younger. They're not used to the different front looks and blitz schemes that you're seeing, stunts and all of that up front, and the Broncos able to make quick work of that one.
Well, let's just call it what it is. It doesn't matter how good your system is or how good when you lose 23 players, and one of them being Drew Novak, who broke every record that's ever been at Western Brown at the quarterback position, and a lot of them in the state of Ohio. There's going to be some adjustment. First half of, again, a lot of these guys first time playing varsity football, so a little bit of an adjustment period as there's a kickoff fielded around the 20. Hochschul's got some room, breaks through, and he may go. He's wrapped up and brought down around midfield. Number 31, Marcus Williams, saved a touchdown. Hochschul with the burst almost took that thing to the house.
Yeah, he got through, found a seam up the left side on the left hash, and you said it, number 31, Marcus Williams, able to make a touchdown-saving tackle there.
So all the way up to the 49-yard line, a little bit of a short kickoff, probably just trying to get him back to the middle and keep him in bounds and make a tackle, but Hochschul with some magic up that left side. But again, Marcus Williams saves the day for the Broncos, but it'll be first down and 10. Still 57 seconds to go. They do have one timeout. We'll see if they elect to run it some or if they're going to try to throw it down the field, as there's going to be a misdirection play coming back towards us, and he's going to be wrapped up again. Marcus Williams on the play, almost maybe looked like a face mask, but I guess he had a hand on the jersey.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward from Hochschul. It almost looked like he may have lost full control of the ball as well, the way he spun around there. Nice play, though, able to force him back up the middle. Short gain, and that clock is running.
So 34 seconds to go as the Indians come up to the ball. Second down and 8 from the opposite 49 as they cross the midfield line. Dump it under center. May try to catch him off guard here as he's looking to throw now. Looking down the field, he's going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Ty Spalding. He's back across the 50 trying to get some blocks. Cuts it back to the field. 12 seconds to go, and he's going to be brought down, and there's the first turnover of the game. Ty Spalding comes away with the interception, takes it all the way down to about the 39, 38-yard line. So Broncos with 7.5 seconds may have a chance to air one out here.
Yeah, Spalding, great return on that too, able to catch it on the run and get him inside the 40-yard line. Huge play for that Bronco defense when it almost looked like Hillsboro was willing to take it to the half. Took a chance there to throw one over the middle and in all that traffic. Spalding, great play for this Bronco defense. Gives them maybe one more opportunity to take a chance at the end zone.
Well, Spalding went back towards his own sideline, and you could hear the coaches up here from Western Brown in the booth was telling him to get down so they have time. I thought he might run it all the way out, but 7.5 seconds to go as the offense will come out, and we're going to see if Western Brown tries. Maybe they still have a timeout, so you could run a 10-yard quick play, get a timeout, and take one shot at the end zone, or we'll see maybe if they take 7.5. I don't think that's enough time for 2 long shots to the end zone, so we'll see what Coach Osborne decides to do as they'll go one man in the backfield. Number 15, Jaden Parker in the backfield with Sutton. Lucas Powell out on the left, 3 wide receivers up high on the right. So maybe a screen and try to set up some blocks. 7.5 seconds to go. We'll see what Coach Osborne wants to do. Again, first turnover of the game, Western Brown. Ty Spalding comes away with the interception, sophomore linebacker. As now Parker will go in motion. They're going to throw it to him in the backfield, and he's going to throw it. He's got a chance, a man open, and he's going to complete it for a touchdown. What a play call by Coach Osborne. Number 15 rather, Jaden Parker slings it all the way down to Braden Harmon for the touchdown. What a turn of events.
You could see it almost immediately as Parker motioned deep into the backfield. They threw the screen to him behind, went backwards, and he finds Harmon, who's been targeted several times. What a play call to finish out this first half. Still almost 2 seconds on the clock, but wow, what a call.
And let's not forget, Western Brown gets the ball back to start the second half. So what a turn of events. A couple of sophomores. Ty Spalding comes up with a turnover. Jaden Parker, one of the wide receivers, goes 5'7", 155, slung it all the way down there to the sophomore Harmon for the touchdown. What a play call. What a turn of events right here in the last 7 seconds of this first half. And now the Indians are going to take a timeout as Western Brown's going to go for 2 points after they missed the first extra point try. So they're going to go over and talk things over. And Coach Osborne will talk it over with his offense. Wow, what a play, what a turn of events, what a momentum swing that could be for the Broncos. Big time play by the defense to get the turnover, then the trickery. That was a beautiful throw down the sideline on the run. What a turn of events.
It's a great throw considering the situation, and Harmon was wide open. I mean, they bit on that hard at that bubble that he ran to the right side, and he was wide open. Those situations, you see it in the college and pros, those guys tend to underthrow it or overthrow it and miss the guy. He put it right on the money, able to throw it right underneath him, let him go and get it. Harmon, great catch. Gets his first varsity touchdown.
What a way to get your first varsity touchdown throw and reception. I mean, What a play call. You said it. Those defensive backs thought it was screen all the way. They were trying to set up blocks. Knew Western Brown had a timeout, so thought maybe they were just going to try to do something quick. They came up, and Harmon was running wide open down the sideline. Bronco offense on the field to go for the 2-point try to make it a 7-point game. 20-12 right now before the 2-point conversion coming up. Sutton in the shotgun. And now the referees come in and blow it dead. Not sure what exactly is going on. Don't see any penalty flags, but they're kind of talking it over here as Western Brown looked like they were ready to get over top of the ball and go for it after the Hillsboro timeout. And it looks like somebody taking some gloves off maybe or something. Austin, or rather number 52, Hunter McKenzie, is kind of looking over at Coach Osborne and not really sure exactly what's going on. He's got gloves in his left hand. A little bit of confusion going around as now he'll hand them back to number 66, Damian Valdez, and now they'll go up to the ball. 3 wide receivers on his right. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks over the middle, looking to throw it, bounces back towards the middle. Now he's going to quick throw into the end zone. Number 10, Isaiah Smith, man ready to go. 2-point conversion's good, and we got a 7-point ball game with 1.8 seconds to go. And it looks like a penalty flag, though, so this one might be coming back.
That one is in the backfield. Official signals holding on the Broncos.
So a holding call on the Broncos is going to negate that 2-point conversion, so that'll back them up, and it looks like Coach Osborne will have a decision to make here. If they're going to go for the 2-point try from all the way back to the about 13-yard line, or if they're just going to go ahead and try to kick it. We'll see what Coach Osborne decides to do. They do have one timeout left, so may take a timeout here. It looks like the offense is going to trot back out there. So a very long 2-point try now after the hold. We saw Sutton kind of slip back towards the middle. I think that's where the right tackle there maybe got a little too much jersey and drew that penalty flag.
Yeah, he did a good job stepping back up into the pocket and finding Smith, the open man there in the end zone as Broncos line back up on the ball.
Empty set. Morgan goes in motion across the formation. Sutton looking to throw. Throws it over towards the left. Smith is wide open again. 2 for 2 there on the 2-point conversions after the penalty, but Isaiah Smith makes it a 7-point game. A good-looking throw there from Brady Sutton, 20-14.
Yeah, another good design. Smith in the corner all by himself. Sutton just another good pass. It's confidence building for this Bronco team right now. Once they get rolling, this sophomore class and everyone involved, but getting that confidence going for these guys that haven't had much experience so far on Friday nights, it's only going to keep building from here.
Well, you said it, Rob. Kind of looked like the Indians were just willing to take it down to the half and then try to pass play. Spalding stepped in front. Nice return. Big trick play there all the way from the 39-yard line, and they punch it in for 8 there to make it a 7-point game with 1.8 seconds to go. They will kick it away. I'm sure we'll see a squib kick here on the ground, just try to keep it in front. And they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So, again, a big momentum swing in favor of Western Brown. It has been all Hillsboro until the last about 2 minutes, really. They had the ball with 2 minutes, drove the field and scored in 55 seconds, and then got another chance at it. And so the Broncos respond big time here late in this first half.
Yeah, and you obviously don't want to give Hoxtell another chance. I would assume they'll try to keep this one low and maybe out of his hands. But I think the biggest thing with that score, you said it, they get the ball in the second half. So momentum will continue to stay in the Broncos' favor for now.
Marcus Williams will tee it up. Broncos start their sway on the 35-yard line. He runs up in a line drive kick. It will go all the way back as Hoxtell lets it bounce, and now he's just going to fall on it. And that'll leave about 1 second to go here in the first half. We'll see if Hillsboro decides to take a knee or run the one play and get us to halftime, or if they're going to try to take a shot down the field and hope for a prayer. Maybe we'll see what they decide to do. But again, a big swing of events here late in this first half. Well, again, coming up at the half, it's the Health Source of Ohio halftime report. We'll break down the first half as well and get you ready for second half action right here on C103. Thanks for tuning in with us. Again, my name's Greg Liming. I'm here with Rob Bowman. We've got Skylar Stapleton back in the studio for us, as well as Miss Maggie Dean over here to our right on the camera for GoodGuysRadioTV.com. If you haven't checked us out on GoodGuysRadioTV.com, you should check it out, the live video stream, as well as hear the broadcast from Rob and myself. It has been an exciting first half here. Broncos still trail by 7. Hillsboro with the ball with just over a second to go, and now it looks like a little bit of motion up front. They'll just take the snap, take a knee, and that's going to take us to halftime. So Hillsboro still leads by 7, 20-14 as we go into the halftime break. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with our Health Source of Ohio halftime report right after this on C103.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, Our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Maxler Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
On the national anthem and came in, got the crowd into it, had the tomahawk chop going, so both bands doing a really nice job here tonight for their first performances of the year as well. Something nobody really talks about. This is the first performance on the field for the bands as well. They got some new people out there, so great job on both sides by them. Well, we saw it was all Hillsboro early to start this one. They controlled the line of scrimmage all the way through the first quarter and most of the second quarter. Western Brown gave up the touchdown run, got the ball back, had exactly 2 minutes to go in the first half. 55 seconds went, I think it was about 69 yards down the field, scored a touchdown, gave the ball back to Hillsboro. 2 plays, Ty Spalding, big interception, takes it all the way down inside the 40. Huge play from Jaden Parker all the way down to Braden Harmon, and they cut this thing down to a 1-score game. And really exciting first half. Again, Hillsboro really got out to a great start. Offense was controlling the line of scrimmage. We've seen Jevin Hochschul as well as Austin Barrett with some huge plays, both great athletes for the Indians, and they really dominated this thing to start it, but Western Brown comes screaming back in the second half. Really exciting half of football. I'm going to kick it over to Rob, and he's got some first half stats for you.
Thanks, Greg. Unofficial stats starting with the Broncos on defense. I've got 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, huge play to end the half there on the defensive side of the ball, 1 penalty as well. They did force a turnover on downs in that first series for that Hillsboro offense. Offensively for the Indians, they've got 7 first downs. They're 4 of 8 on 3rd down and 3 of 4 on 4th down. They do have 2 turnovers, 1 on downs and 1 interception, and then 3 penalties for that offense. Hochstuhl accounting for all 3 touchdowns for the Indians, 2 receiving and 1 rushing. And then on to the Hillsboro defense. They've got 3 sacks. So that defensive front doing a great job so far for them. 1 penalty on the defensive side. And then the Broncos on the offensive end, 4 first downs. 0 for 3 on 3rd down and 0 for 1 on their lone 4th down attempt. 1 turnover on downs, a couple of punts for them, and a couple of penalties as well. And Morgan had that touchdown reception to get him on the board first, bringing the score 20-6. PAT was missed there, and then we had the trick play touchdown pass from Parker to Harmon to bring the score 20-14 to close out that first half.
So again, to recap it, all Hillsboro to start this one. They got out to a 20-0 lead over Western Brown. Western Brown able to close it down 20-14 as we end that first half, so down by 6. I think I said 7 a minute ago there. Math skills not quite on par here tonight, but 20-14 as Western Brown will receive that second half kick. Western Brown Marching Band is out on the field right now. It looks like the Hillsboro Indian Marching Band will take over after them. So as always, great bands here at the halftime show. We'll send it back to our producer in the studio for the Health Source of Ohio halftime update. We'll be back after this on C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up to the three. He hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking on a hit. She goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up. Two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shaq Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV. That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, it's you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back in here to Richards Memorial Field in Hillsboro, Ohio, as the Indians make their way down the hill. Both bands, really great performance at halftime by both marching bands from Western Brown and Hillsboro. As you can probably hear, they've got the tomahawk chop going on again. But to recap that first half and talk a little bit more about what the Broncos and the Indians need to do going into the second half, I think you said it, Rob. When they went into that 2-minute drill, it kind of took all the thought out of it. Obviously, there's going to be some nerves. I wasn't a football guy. You were. I'm sure the first time you can speak to this, the first time you go out there under the lights on a Friday, it's a little intimidating. You know, when we talked about Hillsboro, they've got a bunch of experience. They've got 4 of their 5 offensive linemen back. Hochschul and Barrett, both big returners for them. So maybe that played into it a little bit at the beginning, and we talked about it off air. Great play calling by Coach Horn, or whoever's calling the plays for Hillsboro. But I think in the second half, Coach Osborne probably just going to look to maybe just tell them, let's just play fast, take all the thought out of it, read the play, make the read, throw the ball, and don't overthink it.
And what that does to the defense too is it limits what they can do, because you're not wanting to change coverage too much when you're in those situations where an offense is really pressing and putting the heat on you. So you're limited in your coverage. You maybe don't want to blitz as much because you want to cover the pass and have that threat there, and you can't substitute. So it gets that momentum on your side as well. You got the gas down. The defense is getting tired. You're pushing them back a little bit. And I think in a lot of those 2-minute situations, it tends to favor the offense because of those things that I just mentioned. It's so much easier for an offense, I think, in those situations, because they can just kind of go into, a lot of them have their set plays that they run in those scenarios. That's what we did when I was in college, and we had 10 plays that we ran, and we called it our NASCAR scenario, and we would just kind of run through each of those plays as quick as we could, and we had them memorized, and it was just one of those things. It becomes like second nature. You just know exactly what you're going to do when you go into your 2-minute offense.
And on the flip side, you got to give a lot of credit to Hillsboro. And really, outside of the turnover, Western Brown has not had a lot of answers on defense for this Hillsboro offense. They've been running a lot. You kind of see it with Clinton Massey. They've been running a lot of those, they'll run the power dive play up the middle for Barrett. And then all of a sudden here it goes to Hochschel on the misdirection play. And they've done a really nice job setting the edge. And they've had some big chunk plays on the run as well. Hochschel, you said, has 3 touchdowns, a great first half. I think that's where Western Brown's going to have to make the biggest adjustment is on the defensive side and being able to keep him contained, keep both of them contained, but then when they do that, be able to make tackles in the middle of the field and keep them from those big chunk plays.
Yeah, and you can't be too aggressive either as a defense because we saw a couple of those passes go for big yards in the first half. Now, one of them was intercepted, give them an opportunity to score that final touchdown, but you don't want to be too aggressive to have that top taken off. They do those outside runs back to the middle and allow your linebackers and your safeties to come back and finish the play off. But getting that confidence going late in the second half, I think, is going to be crucial to start this third quarter. And that offense got a lot of momentum going as well and confidence for them. Huge plays like we talked about, Jaden Parker and Braden Harmon getting involved, getting that big touchdown on the trick play there. So big for their confidence and going forward. This is, I think, going to be an exciting offense to watch.
Well, we've got just over a minute to go until Western Brown will receive that second half kick. While we've got a minute here, I'm going to read the cheerleaders from both schools, starting with home team on the scoreboard, the Hillsboro Indians. Cheerleaders are Elizabeth Bales, Bree Bailey, McKenna Dalton, Miley Fridley, Riley Garrison, Riley Holland, Kendall Hudson, Abigail Miller, Chloe Newman, Scarlett Robinson, Mariah Roush, Logan Savage, Samantha Smith, Olivia Swackhammer, and Olivia Watson. Head coaches are Amy Captain and Taylor Reed. On the Western Brown side, for the cheerleaders, Savannah Duncan, Anna Early, Jillian Baird, Kaylee Clark, Nevaeh DeBoard, Jake Pride, Carly Ware, Sierra Wilson, Corinne Armour, Aaliyah Carter, Brooklyn Hewing, Drew Fight, Aubrey Lineberger, Ellie Marion, Lillian Stacy, and Lucy Veason. Head coaches Cassidy Taylor, assisted by Tanya Carter. So again, both cheerleaders, their first night out here as well. It's a first Friday night for everybody, including us. So hopefully we're sounding good coming over the airwaves for you. Again, my name is Greg Liming. I'm here with my partner, Rob Bowman. We've got Skylar Stapleton back in the studio on the board for us. And Miss Maggie Dean over here to our right on the camera. GoodGuysRadioTV.com. If you get a chance, check us out over there where you can see the live video stream as well as hear the broadcast from Rob and myself. Same 2 men back deep for the Broncos. We're just about ready to start this one off, Rob.
Yeah, just getting it teed up. Number 82 putting that one on the ground, Wes Bailey, the freshman.
Got a pretty good leg. He's kicked a few into the end zone. He's looked pretty good on these kickoffs and did miss that one extra point, but still a pretty good night here for Mr. Bailey as this one end over end will be fielded right about the 17-yard line, bobbled a bit there by Morgan, but he's able to scoop it up and a big hit on the backside. Guess who? Austin Barrett again comes across the field and lays the hammer, and Western Brown will take over on the 31-yard line.
He's had a couple hits where the Broncos just didn't see him coming, and he's able to lay the lumber there. Morgan choosing to go without the gloves. Don't see that too much anymore in today's game. They do so much for grip, and sometimes maybe it's a little late. The dues setting in might affect the ball handling there, but the sophomore choosing to go gloveless.
So Bronco offense trots back out onto the field for their first possession of the second half. Immediately they'll go empty, 5 wide. 2 receivers on the left side, 3 on the high side. Broncos heading from right to left on your radio dial. A little bit of movement there, but no flag. Quick throw out. Osborne not able to bring it in. Had it for about half a second. Dropped it. Almost enough time to be a fumble, but an incomplete pass will be second down and 10.
Contacted immediately by Jack Wagner. Wagner able to spray that ball away from Osborne as he gets his first offensive touch.
So second down and 10 from the 31-yard line after the incompletion. Same formation here for the Broncos. Sutton in the shotgun, ready to take the snap. He'll take it a little high, but handles it. Looks over the middle, got some time to throw. He's going to throw it deep. Intended for Braden Harmon, and it's intercepted. What a play by Nick Burns. turned his head around at the last second and picked that thing off all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a defensive play by Nick Burns. Looked like it was going to be too tall for everybody. Spun around at the last second and caught it.
Yeah, it looked like a center fielder out there just going back to get that one a little bit too high. It was almost fading towards Harmon and able to just make a perfect play on that one. Harmon brings him down on the tackle there, but nice play for the Indian defender.
Big play for the Hillsboro defense here. Second play from scrimmage in the second half. They come away with a turnover to even that turnover battle at 1 apiece. Again, nice play by Nick Burns to turn around and snag that one. So they'll take over on the opposite 31-yard line. First down and 10 with 11:40 to go here in the third. Dumpert under center, man goes in motion. They're going to hand it off, going the other way. Nice penetration by the Broncos. And the ball carrier was number 3, Wagner. Was brought down for no gain. Looks like it's going to be maybe even a 1-yard loss. Will be second down and long.
Yeah, tackle for loss, number 2 for that Bronco front. Nice play. They tried to do a little misdirection, counter back to the left side. Broncos ready for it.
So Bronco defense with a nice first play from scrimmage just over 11 minutes ago. Second down and 11 from the 30. Two wide receivers rather for the Indians. Dumpert under center, 3 men in the backfield. Hochschild goes in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Looks like, nope, a little bit of a delayed handoff or maybe even a quarterback run from Dumpert. I think that was number 1. Kind of hard to tell number 1 or number 7. Dumpert falls forward. Will be third down and looks like about 8.
Huff, great job. He's had a couple nice plays, spilling the ball back to the inside there and forces that back down in the middle for about a 3-yard gain.
Make sure to stay tuned with us for our post-game wrap-up as well as our coach's comment show right after the game. Hopefully we'll be talking to Coach Osborne after a win. Broncos trying to come up with a big play here on 3rd and 8. Takes the snap, pitch out wide to Hochschild. Comes inside, tries to get back to the middle, and a nice play by the Bronco defense. Able to bring him down after about a 2.5, maybe 3-yard run. Will bring up 4th down and 5.
Huff again sets contain on that left side for the Bronco defensive front and able to force him back in. Makes the tackle too. Great play from Austin Huff.
So a nice play on 3rd down by the Bronco defense. They're able to stop that pitch out wide to the right, trying to get it back towards the sideline here. And now it looks like Hillsboro contemplating what they're going to do. Dumper it over on the sideline. So it looks like number 2, Nick Burns, is going to punt it away. And we've got Isaiah Smith back deep for the Broncos to receive the kick. So 9:40 to go here in this third quarter rather. One possession by each team so far. And resulted in a turnover, and now a high snap, and Burns makes a one-handed grab, saved from disaster again. Burns makes another nice play as it'll hit the ground, roll down around the 21-yard line. Burns went up high and snagged that thing with one hand. That could have been big-time disaster for the Indians, but he does a nice job and gets a nice punt off all the way down inside the 25-yard line, where the Broncos will take over for their second possession. So a couple of good series from the defense. Broncos trying to take a deep shot. Nice play. Nick Burns comes up with a big interception. Broncos able to hold, get a 3-and-out, coming back the other way.
Yeah, huge, and get the ball back to their offense after that quick turnover they had on the first series. But you talked about Nick Burns making that play. That could have been points for the Broncos right there if he's not able to sky up there and grab that with one hand. That was a pretty awesome play from the junior.
Yeah, if you're not watching on Good Guys Radio TV, I can't explain how high. I mean, that was as high as he could go to get it with one hand, and now there's going to be a quick little touch pass to Morgan. He's trying to get the edge, goes back inside, makes a man miss, still on his feet, and he's out past the 40, all the way up to the 45-yard line. Big-time run from the sophomore, and Coach Osborne is pleased over there. And what a play by the Broncos on the first play from scrimmage.
And the good thing, I believe that's a pass, so that'll count. A little pop pass forward from Brady Sutton to Morgan, so that'll pad the stats for Sutton.
Morgan caught it with a full head of steam and was able to get to the edge and made a nice cut move to get through a tackle. Now empty set. Sutton wants to throw quick. He's got a man. Harmon on the right side, spins down. He's right around first down yardage, and that's a nice throw and catch on first down from Sutton.
Really quick play there, and it looks like Harmon they are going to move. I believe they are going to move the chains forward. So another first down for the Broncos, back-to-back plays.
So they cross midfield up to the 45. First down and 10 now, fresh set of downs. Nice quick throw there from Sutton to Harmon. Sutton has it, looking over the middle. Quick throw, Powell right off his chest and drops it. And it looks like Powell's going to do a couple of push-ups. Nice throw from Sutton, had him open. Powell couldn't quite bring it in.
Yeah, Powell on the slant there from the left side going in and puts it right on the numbers as he had pressure in his face. Powell just not able to come up with that one.
So that'll be second down and 10 from the 45 now. And I think you kind of mentioned it there. It looks like this Hillsboro defense is a little bit leery of that big play they gave up and kind of staying back. And some of those underneath throws might be a little more available here in the second half than they were in the first. Empty set, 3 on his left, 2 on his right on the short side. Sutton takes the snap, quick throw out. Isaiah Smith has it, trying to get to the edge. Nice play, slips through a tackle all the way down inside the 30. He's still going all the way down to the 20-yard line. Tough run after the catch by number 10, Isaiah Smith. And the Western Brown Broncos are knocking on the door.
We've seen what this kid can do throughout his career. Isaiah Smith, excellent athlete. He's got a lot of speed. Just a nice screen there to the left side. Let him make a play. He gets the block from his teammate there and able to run right down the sideline for a nice first down.
Empty set again now as he's got 4 wide receivers on his right, 1 on his left. Powell's down on the bottom. And he's going to take the snap. It looks like one-on-one coverage. They're going to Powell. He goes up, tries to make the one-handed catch inside the 5. Can't quite bring it down. That'll be incomplete. We'll bring up second down and 10.
It went quads to the top from your screen if you're watching, and had Powell one-on-one down at the shallow side of the field here, and tried to go, got about a yard of separation, not much room, and Sutton put it on him, just not able to reel it in. It would have been a really tough catch to make.
Yeah, good coverage down there on the bottom, I believe. That was number 11, Michael Burns, down on the bottom there with the coverage on Powell. So they'll go empty set again now. 2 on his left on the short side, 3 on his right. Ball's on the left hash. Sutton takes the snap, looking to run this time. He's going up the middle. A lot of Indians in there, but he gets some positive yardage down around the 15-yard line. We'll bring up third down. It looks like about 6.
Saw that play last year and the several years prior with Drew Novak. Just the hesitation, looks like he's going to pass, and then the draw right up the middle. Gets a nice gain there on second down to make this a more manageable third.
8:05 to go here in the third quarter. Broncos are moving the ball down the field, 3rd and 6 from the 15-yard line. Smith goes in motion. Sutton takes the snap, looking that way, wants to throw. He's got Isaiah Smith on the outside. Gets past first down yardage, runs through a tackler. Nice play by Burns to wrap him up and save the touchdown. But down inside the 5-yard line, and the Broncos are right on the doorstep.
And another first down. That's their 4th of the quarter, and they do get that first conversion as well on third down of the game.
Broncos looking to go quick now. Morgan in the backfield, 1 receiver on his right, 2 on the left. Sutton in the shotgun, 7:41 to go here in this third quarter. Sutton takes the snap, hands it to Morgan. Up the middle, tripped up, but falls forward down around the 2-yard line. Tough run there. Morgan almost got in, but a shoestring tackle keeps him out.
Yeah, Austin Barrett put a lot of pressure coming off that right edge of the Hillsboro defense, and Morgan just kind of lost his footing as soon as he got the ball.
Take the snap. Sutton's going to run. He stood up right at the goal line, almost got in, and now he is going to get in. So they're going to say touchdown. Brady Sutton, I think it was, took it all the way down. Got stood up at the goal line, but was able to get enough momentum to cross the plane, and that's going to be a touchdown. And that's going to even us up at 20 apiece. Big drive there from the Western Brown Broncos as they tie this thing up.
Great drive, especially after the interception on that first series of the half. Get momentum going back in their favor. Those first few plays playing really quick, getting those first downs as they're going to go for 2 here.
So scores tied at 20 apiece. Bronco offense on the field looking for the 2-point conversion to try to get their first lead of the night. 7:16 to go here in the third. Sutton takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Morgan. Now he is going to throw it to Osborne. Matthew Osborne takes it in. 2-point conversion's good, and the Western Brown Broncos have their first lead of the night, 22-20. Again, a big drive by the Broncos as they take their first lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, 2-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back in here to Richards Memorial Field, Hillsboro, Ohio. Again, we're here for Western Brown Bronco football against the Hillsboro Indians. And Western Brown, after the 3 and out, take the drive all the way down the field, about an 80-yard, 79-yard touchdown drive. And they put 8 on the board, and they take their first lead of the day.
He got the ball to a lot of different players too, spreading it around on that series, and that gives a little more pause for a defense too. You can't roll too much to one side or the other. You got Smith getting involved, Osborne on the 2-point conversion, Morgan as well. So who are you going to cover? You got plenty of weapons, and I think you just gotta stay back and be patient like they were on that first series, but sometimes it can be tough against an offense like this.
So Marcus Williams will kick it away for the Broncos as they start their sway on the 35. 2 men back deep for the Indians. Line drive kick will be fielded. And actually, he's going to let it go over his head. Bounces around the 5 and will go in the end zone. Hochschild decided to let it go over his head. So that'll be a touchback. The Indian offense will come back out, playing from behind for the first time, trying to answer. But again, a big drive by the Broncos. Indians come away with the turnover. Could be a momentum swing, but the Bronco defense really steps up big, gets a 3 and out, and they capitalize going back the other way.
Yeah, and get one of their, I believe that was their second stop of the game, aside from the interception that they had in the first half. So doing a good job getting that momentum back in their favor. They get the interception to end the first, get the punt on that first series after Hillsboro is able to get that interception. So the Western Brown defense has to be feeling really good right now and about midway through the third quarter.
Ball's on the 20, first down and 10 for the Indian offense. Goes in motion, hands it off up the middle to Barrett. Met by a couple of Broncos, but keeps those feet turning. He's a tough runner. He falls backwards for about a 4-yard gain. Looks like it's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, he really is a tough runner. Anytime you get a guy like that can get 2 or 3 yards, it's really hard to bring them down. He gets a head of steam going, and easy 5 yards right there on that first down play.
So it'll be second down and 5 from the 25. Again, tight formation, 1 receiver out wide in front of the Bronco bench. Man goes in motion, takes a snap, quick handoff up the middle. Barrett's got some room, slips a tackle, and he may go all the way. He's past midfield. 2 Broncos trying to catch him, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. And he's going to run it all the way in for a 75-yard touchdown. Big play from Austin Barrett. And there's that answer that Hillsboro was looking for. What a run by number 9, Austin Barrett.
Huge run right up the middle, counter play. Looked like they were faking a toss to the left. Comes back to Barrett, counter up the middle, and he splits the safeties. Didn't catch him. Goodbye.
Couldn't quite run him down, and he'll give the Indians the lead right back. So short-lived lead for the Broncos as Austin Barrett takes one 75 yards to the house. And now number 82, Wes Bailey on for the extra point. Kick is up, good looking kick, and that one's going to be good, so that'll make it 27-22 in favor of Hillsboro. 6:33 to go in the third. We'll be right back on C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, it's you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
Comes in around the 17-yard line from the head official. Looks like he's ready to make his call.
So they'll talk it over a little bit, and it looks like it's going to be against the Western Brown Broncos, so it's going to back them up a little bit for those start their drives. Speaking of those officials, we've got referee James Wind, umpire Mark Vinoy, line judge Michael Newman, head linesman Daniel Campbell, back judge James Morris, and center judge Jason Blair. So good officiating crew here tonight, under the lights for the first time as well this season. And really been a pretty clean game for the most part. There has been some holding penalties on both sides, a couple of little snafus on the offensive line, but to be expected week 1 football. So the Broncos will have it back on the 14-yard line, so negates a pretty good return by Morgan out past the 30. So the Broncos will have a long field to go here as they go empty. 4 wide receivers on the right, Powell by himself on the short side of the bottom. Quick throw out. Smith gets it, trying to set up some blocks for a screen, makes a little move, runs into a couple of tacklers, and looks like he's going to go forward for maybe a couple of yards. We'll bring up second down.
Bubble screen to that trip side, getting it to that senior again and trying to let him do what he does in space, make guys miss. Hillsboro does a good job closing down on that one, only allowing a few yards though.
So they'll mark him with 2 up to the 16. We'll bring it second down and 8 with 6 minutes to go in the third. Empty set again, 3 wide receivers on his left now, ball's on the right hash, 2 wide receivers on the right. Another quick throw, Smith, little low, trying to go down and get it. Couldn't quite haul it in, it's going to be incomplete. We'll bring up third down and 8 rather.
Good look from Sutton, just a little bit low for Smith to reel that one in, but had the slant going and had some space to run if he's able to bring it in.
So the incompletion will bring up third down and 8, balls on the 16-yard line with 5:48 to go. Join us out and about next weekend as we bring you the coverage of the Ohio Rural Heritage Festival in Ripley and Winchester, Homecoming Festival, and of course come join us for all the fun. Sutton, quick throw, has it complete, trying to get out of a tackle, but 2 defenders there. Hochstuhl and number 22, Jack Cornell, rally to the ball and bring down Osborne, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard or 2 on that one. Not much going there. Osborne not able to break the tackle either. Takes a big hit at the end of the play.
So it looks like the Broncos are going to have to punt this one away as they're pinned back deep in their own territory on their own 16-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 8. They're going to call it no gain. Again, nice job rallying to the ball by the Indian defenders and able to bring him down for no gain. 5 minutes to go. Looks like Lambert, number 22, Landon Lambert in the backfield. He looks like he's going to punt it away, and now I think we have a timeout. Hillsboro is going to take a timeout, I believe, so we'll take a short one with them. We'll be right back on C103. Welcome back in here to Hillsboro, where Western Brown faces a 4th down and 8. Looks like they're going to punt it away. I think that was number 22, Landon Lambert. Will be back deep to punt it away. The Indians will send back Hochstuhl. No surprise there. He's had a couple of nice kickoff returns and big runs for the Indians, so a kickoff return weapon for them. Number 8, Austin Sandifer will be the long snapper to snap it back to the punter. So 5 minutes to go here as Hillsboro takes their first time out of the second half, so they'll have 2 remaining. They lead this one 27-22, as it looks like they're going to get the ball back here with 5 minutes to go in the third. Snap is good, and he runs off to his right. Now he's going to kick it. Almost thought he was going to take off and run with it as it hits it actually hits the long snapper, number 8, Sandifer, right in the back. And it's going to be down right around the 37-yard line. So really, really good field position for Hillsboro here with just under 5 minutes to go in the third.
Tried that rugby-style punt. Had the up men kind of leading the way for him out to the right side. Held on to it for as long as he could. And just kind of unfortunate there to hit your own guy running down the field. Those type of punts tend to roll out quite a long way. So that'll give Hillsboro really good field position inside the Bronco 40.
I thought for a second he was maybe going to try to tuck it and run, but punts it away, and now Hillsboro will take over. Dumpert under center, man goes in motion, fakes a handoff, coming back towards us, jumps over a tackler, nice spin move back across the 35-yard line. We'll go forward for about 3 yards, we'll bring up second down.
Marcus Williams on the left side there with contain, does a great job of kind of wrong-arming the blocker there on the edge and forcing the running back to hop over top of him, allowing his teammates to finish off the play. Doing a much better job in the second half with contain.
So second down and 7 from the 34-yard line. Hillsboro trying to extend their lead here late in this third quarter. Dumpert takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Barrett looked like he was dead to rights, but spins it back out to the outside, and he's going to keep fighting, and he may have first down yardage. Another tough run by Austin Barrett. He was stuffed at the line of scrimmage, spun off that left side of the line, and is able to fall forward, and that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, he really was stuffed, and I think he ran into his own lineman, didn't get grabbed up by a defender, and just able to spin off to the left side, finds a seam, and able to go forward for a first down.
So move the chains with 4:04 to go here. First down and 10 now from the 27-yard line. Quick handoff up the middle. Barrett puts his head down. A couple of Broncos in there, and they push him back, but not after he gains about 3 yards. Maybe even 4 will bring up second down.
Just puts that head down, keeps those legs churning, getting a little bit of help from those offensive linemen as well with that second push. Broncos being really physical, though, up front, trying to finish those plays off with several defenders on the pile.
We'll choose a Western Round standout after the game to be named as our Paul Hall Insurance Player of the Game. Be sure to stay tuned for that. 3:26 to go here in the third. Second down and 7 from the 24. Same formation, handoff up the middle again. Barrett puts his head down, keeps those legs moving, gets 2 more. We'll bring up third down and looks like about 5.
This will be their second third down of the half. Did miss out on that first one.
Well, we don't have height and weight on our roster, but Austin Barrett, not a real big guy, but man, he runs tough. He puts his head down in the middle there, like you said, and covers that ball up, keeps the legs turning, and he's done a really nice job here tonight. Had the big 75-yard touchdown, and he's helping him move down the field now, but a big third down here for both sides. Western Brown trying to get off the field. Dumpert takes the snap, another handoff. Barrett up the middle, pushes the pile all the way down to the 15-yard line, and he has another first down on cue. Austin Barrett moves the chains for the Indians.
That's what you want out of your fullback position. It's just someone who's going to keep those legs churning and give yourself those opportunities to gain that extra yard, maybe 2 yards, or allow your lineman an opportunity to come push you forward for a couple more. And he does such a good job of that, your stereotypical high school fullback.
First and 10 from the 15. Under 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2 wide receivers this time. Dumpert under center. Wagner goes in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Ball's on the ground. It's a fight for it. Here comes the marker. And the Broncos come away with a turnover. Just when Hillsboro getting ready to knock on the door. It looks like Austin Barrett got in there as he smacks himself in the helmet a couple times. He's pretty frustrated, but Broncos able to come away with a big turnover. Another momentum swing.
Yeah, he took that one to the left side. I believe I don't remember who the Bronco defender was, put the helmet right on the ball, forced that one out. Didn't give Barrett even a chance as he was wrapped up, and his teammate jumps on it. Huge play as Hillsboro's inside the 15-yard line. Broncos get the ball back, down by 5.
Yeah, you said it. A lot of bodies in there, hard to see. I think it was number 29, Austin Huff, that came away with the football. Was right there around it, able to fall on top of it. And the Western Brown offense will come back out with 2:16 to go in the third. They trail 27-22. They'll have the ball on the 14-yard line, first down and 10. And now an extra player coming in late here for the Broncos. As they'll look to get up to the line, empty set, 3 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Sutton in the shotgun takes a snap, looking to his left, throws it quick, in and out of the hands of Isaiah Smith as he does a couple of push-ups past the 20-yard line. Incomplete will bring up second down and 10.
They miss a few times on that slant, especially to the left side. I think if they're able to connect on that, there is a seam that these receivers will be able to capitalize on up the middle.
So second down and 10 from the 14. Same formation here from the Broncos. Ball still on the right hash. They're headed from right to left still on your radio dial. 3 receivers on his left, 2 on the right. Sutton takes a snap, looking over the middle, bounces around. Now he's going to run it. Tucks it down, goes past the 20, makes another man miss. Puts his head down up towards the 30-yard line, and he's going to be brought down finally, but not before first down yardage. Nice run by the quarterback, number 6, Brady Sutton.
Good run, flushed from the pocket, saw a lane, took advantage of it, able to run forward for the first down.
Again, Indians get pretty good pressure up the middle, but he's able to step out of the way of a couple tacklers, and he goes around the edge for about a 13-yard gain. Actually, about a 15-yard gain, so it'll be up to the 29-yard line, first down and 10. And now the referees blow this one dead. And it looks like going to trot over towards the sideline, not exactly sure.
The chains are tangled up there on the far sideline.
Gotcha. I didn't see that over there. Looks like they're trying to get that worked out. Chain gang, always a tough job here, especially with this Bronco offense as fast as they go, trying to get up there and reset as quick as you can, but looks like they're about to get it sorted out, and now they'll come back to the ball. We're going to be first down and 10 on the 29 with 1:52 to go in the third. So Broncos come away with a turnover here late in the third. They still trail 27-22. Empty set again here for Sutton. 2 wide receivers on his right, 3 bunched on the left. The referee puts the ball in play, and Sutton's ready for the snap. He'll take it, looking to run off the left side, dances around a little bit. Not a lot of room there. Looked like number 57, Ian Finner, in there on that tackle. Nice play by the Hillsboro defense.
Another designed quarterback run. Sutton just stuttered a little bit as the defender slipped on that right edge for the Hillsboro defense, able to bring him down for about a 2-yard gain.
And Coach Osborne talked about it a little bit on that left side. Number 71, Isaac Couch, the 6'1", 210-pound freshman, getting the start here tonight. And the offensive line has had their hands full here so far. A quick throw. Now he completes it to Smith up past the 40. Slips the tackle. He's got some room past midfield. Hochschild trying to take him out. He didn't go out of bounds. Cuts back to the middle. Smith is still going. Nobody can bring him down. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Sideline going nuts on the touchdown, but the referee had him out. What a run by Isaiah Smith. They could not bring him down.
Yeah, and he's that spark I think this team needs. They're getting him involved more in just those quick routes and get it to him about 2 yards down the field, 5 yards down the field. Let him make those plays with his feet. Does a great job. I think he was about half an inch from scoring a touchdown there for the Broncos.
And now Smith comes up a little gimpy going back to his spot here, but hopefully he'll be okay. But ball's on the left hash. 40-yard line, first down and 10, 3 on his right, 2 on his left. Sutton in the shotgun, takes a snap, run all the way, going up the middle, following a blocker, bounces off a tackle, goes past the 35, all the way down inside the 30, takes a big hit at the end of the run, but he's get about 9 yards, going to bring up third down and 1.
That's some really good space on the right side of that offensive line. Damian Valdez over there, paving the way.
And now Smith will trot off the field, so number 15, Jaden Parker, will take his spot over here on the left side. Morgan in the backfield. It's going to take the snap now, bounces off the right, big hit up the middle. Met hard again by a Indian defender, but able to get first down yardage past the 30 to move the chains for the Broncos. Tough run there by Justin Morgan.
Yeah, tough run. Earned that yard, earned that first down for the Broncos.
Couple of back-to-back big hits by this Indian defense. They're really flying up to the ball and laying the lumber, but able to get the first down with just over 16 seconds to go. First down and 10 now from the 29.
It's been a really physical game from both sides.
Referee will wind the clock now, 15 seconds and counting. Sutton in the shotgun. Parker goes in motion across the formation. Sutton takes a snap, looking to throw, back towards his right. Going to throw over towards the sideline. He's got Osborne complete, trying to get to that edge. Inside the 20, puts his head down, goes out of bounds around the 18-yard line. Will be another first down for Western Brown. Nice little throw and catch.
Gets it over to Osborne in the flat. We've seen that play a lot. To the senior, gets a great block from the running back, Justin Morgan, as well, to spring him free for a big play.
That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Broncos are driving down inside the 20. They still trail 27-22. We'll be right back on C103.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Broncos knocking on the door here as they get the ball to the 20-yard line, trying to regain that lead after the big answer by Austin Barrett. They come away with a turnover, and now they're pushing it down the field.
Really good series here. Finishing out the third quarter, now into the fourth and final quarter here. Broncos looking really good on the offensive side.
Sutton in the backfield with Morgan, 2 receivers on his right, 1 on the left. Sutton takes a snap. He will hand it to Morgan, goes off the right side, follows some blocks, bounces off a few tacklers, and goes down inside the 15-yard line. That's going to take him all the way down to about the 14-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Broncos.
Hunter McKenzie, the center, getting after it down the field, putting his man on his back, looking real physical up in the middle.
He got tangled up all the way down around the 5-yard line. He was way downfield pushing the pile. First down and 10 from the 14. Same formation here from the Broncos. Sutton takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his left, throws a quick throw, tipped around and caught by Osborne, and he's going to run through a tackler into the end zone. Matthew Osborne takes it in for 6. What a tough run.
Tough run, another flat route for Osborne, able to put on the truck stick at the end on the goal line.
And what a catch, too. Tipped it to himself, kind of one-handed, tipped it up in the air, and he was able to run it down, and he'll take it in for 6. And now the Broncos look like they're going to go for 2 again, I believe. So that's going to give them a 1-point lead, so they'll go for the 2-point conversion here to try to stretch it out to a 3-point lead with 11 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in the ball game. Big drive by Western Brown. They gave up the big touchdown. They look like Hillsboro's marching down the field, going to score again. They come away with a turnover. They turn it into points.
Huge play, huge drive, big momentum back in the favor of the Broncos right now as they take the 1-point lead, going to go for 2.
So as it stands right now, 28-27 in favor of Western Brown. The offense is on the field. They've got 2 receivers on each side, and now Coach Osborne's going to take a timeout and talk it over. Didn't really like what he saw there on the lineup for the 2-point conversion, so we'll keep it here for a minute. But again, Rob, we just talked about it. Got a big turnover. Barrett's having a huge game. They get in there, put the helmet on the ball, get a turnover. They take it down the field, turn it into 6 points so far. Big drive there by the Bronco offense.
Been able to capitalize on the last 2 turnovers that they've got from Hillsboro, and that's really what can win ball games or have those huge momentum swings, is when you can turn turnovers into points, and the Broncos really doing a great job of that tonight. What a good series for this offense. Again, just those quick plays. Get the ball to your playmakers. Let them do what they do. You don't have to take the deep shots. Morgan with a nice run right before the pass to Osborne as well. So he's had a nice night getting things going.
So again, Bronco offense is on the field. They will go for the 2-point conversion. Some good news for Western Brown. Number 10, Isaiah Smith, back in there. He kind of hobbled over to the sideline. Looked like he was kind of holding his right knee, but looks to be okay. He's back in there. That's good news for the Broncos. Sutton's in the backfield with Osborne. He's got 2 receivers on his right, Morgan and Harmon, 2 receivers on his left. Smith goes in motion across the formation. Sutton takes the snap, rolling out to his right, wants to throw that way. Quick throw, high. Smith goes up and gets it, spins at the goal line, goes in for a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion is good. That'll make it 30-27 in favor of Western Brown. Another nice play by Isaiah Smith. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets. and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back in here to Richards Memorial Field, where the Broncos put 8 points on the board. They retake the lead 30-27 with 11 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in this ball game. The Broncos are going to kick it away. I think it's number 31, Marcus Williams, has the ball on the tee. Referees put it down. They'll put it in play, and the Broncos will start their sway. 2 men back deep, Burns and Hochstel for the Indians. Williams runs up to the ball. Line drive kick will go over the head of Hochstel. He's going to let it bounce, and it will roll into the end zone for a touchback. Nice kickoff there by Marcus Williams. Indians will have it on the 20. Well, a big answer from Western Brown on the offensive side. They come away with a turnover on defense. This is a really, really crucial series. I know we still have 11 and a half minutes, almost a whole quarter of play, but this is one of those times when either you come back if you're Hillsboro and you retake the lead, or you get a stop and you can extend that lead out for Western Brown and really put some pressure on the opposition.
Tough break for them on the last series, too. The fumble as they're driving down inside the 15-yard line, looking like they're going to put more points on the board. I think if you're Hillsboro, your Coach Horn, you just go back to what you've been doing, and it's working for you.
Tight formation here from the Indians. Dumpert under center, takes a snap, hands it to Barrett, back up the middle. A couple of Broncos there to meet him. He'll go forward for maybe a half a yard. Nice play by the Bronco front there. Austin Huff in there again.
Austin Huff, Ty Spalding there to finish it off. Another short gain allowed by this Bronco defense.
Ty Spalding putting together a really nice game at linebacker, as well as Carter Saylor. They've been in on a lot of plays. Really nice rally to the ball at the line of scrimmage. They'll have one wide receiver on the left in front of us here, in front of their own bench on the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Man goes in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Give it back the other way. Hochstel makes a move, cuts back to the middle, and he's chased down from behind by number 39, Denver Ballou, but not after a nice run. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
A good misdirection play from the Indians, just short of another 1st down. Big gain there, though, gets them into very short yardage for another 1st down.
So ball will be just short of the 30-yard line for 3rd and about maybe not even a yard, 3rd and a couple of feet, as they'll come up to the ball this time with 2 wide receivers. Dumpert will go under center. 1 man behind him in the backfield. Now Hochstel goes in motion. Quick handoff up the middle to Barrett. Puts his head down, spins around off a tackler, falls forward around the 34-yard line for a 1st down, and that'll move the chains.
Another hard run from Barrett. Just puts the head down, legs churning, driving, falls forward for about 5.
So that'll put the ball up to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 with just over 10 minutes to go here in this football game. Very exciting first week of football here. Hillsboro and Western Brown trading blows, going back and forth. Hillsboro trying to come away with a big answer here in the 4th. Now a run up the middle's got some room, slips through a tackle, goes past the 40, falls forward for a very nice run on 1st down. Is going to bring up 2nd down. It looks like about 3.
If you're a Hillsboro fan, this is exactly what you want. Continue to eat away that clock, limit the opportunities that Western Brown might have if you score here. Doing a great job.
So that'll take us at 9.5 minutes to go. Ball's on the 42-yard line, 2nd down and 2, they'll mark it. Taking their time, getting up to the line now. Dumpert will come up under center, same formation. Hochstel goes in motion, takes the snap. Quick handoff up the middle to Barrett. Met by a couple of Broncos, but he keeps those legs turning again and keeps going forward. Maybe gets a little push from his offensive lineman, and he's going to go all the way up to the 47-yard line, 1st down Indians.
Yeah, I think he was stuffed there, about a yard short, but those O-linemen came in to finish that off and propelled him forward for another Indian 1st down.
So almost up to midfield now on the 47, 1st down and 10, 9:05 to go here in the ball game. Stay tuned for the coach's comment show right after the game. We'll recap tonight's matchup with Coach Nick Osborne. Indians have it. Take the snap, fake the pitch. They're going to hand it off to Barrett, and he's met in the backfield. Nice play in there. I think that was Matthew Osborne. Got him around the ankles, and they're going to bring him down for, looks like, a short loss.
Big tackle for loss. Able to grab that ankle and got him in the backfield. Doesn't let him get his momentum going forward, and that's exactly what you have to do with a runner like Barrett. Stop him before he can get anything going.
So loses a yard back to the 46. We'll call it 2nd down and 11. I think that might be his first play that has gone for negative yards. Osborne kind of fell down in there, but able to get him by the shoestrings and keep him from getting going. 8:15 to go here in this one. Takes a snap, rolling out, wants to throw. He's going to throw it towards his sideline, backpedaling, a little too far and out of bounds. Can't get the feet down. Number 2, Nick Burns, came down with the ball right around the 40-yard line. Would have been a big play, but couldn't get those feet down in bounds.
Zayden Nichols on the coverage there, had pretty good coverage on the sideline, and Burns does everything he can to try to toe tap there on the edge, but just out of play.
Burns tried to go up and tap the toes. He made a really nice catch and tried to get the feet down, but couldn't quite do it, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and long now for Hillsboro. That might be the first pass attempt of the second half of this offense. Good-looking throw, just a little bit too far towards the sideline. Couldn't get the feet down, but might have to see that here later in the game as the clock continues to run. They may have to take a few more chances downfield, but still plenty of time. 8:09 to go. They still have the ball. 3rd down and 11 from the 46. Dumpert under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to give it to Hochstel, loses his footing, and goes down for another loss. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 12, and a big decision coming up here for Coach Burns.
Marcus Williams again on that edge, really setting that, forcing Hochstel back up the middle, loses his footing. Another 4th down forced by this Bronco defense.
Coach Horn, rather, not Coach Burns. I was looking at number 2, Nick Burns, when I said that, but big play by the Bronco defense. Did lose his footing, but they had all kinds of penetration and able to get in there and interrupt the run. And it's going to bring up 4th down. It looks like Hillsboro is going to elect to punt it away. Backed up, not quite to midfield yet, but don't want to go down 10 here with 7:25 to go. So it looks like they're going to punt it away, but you never know. May try some trickery here. We've seen it before. So snaps back. Good snap. The kick is up. Almost got a piece of it, but a good-looking punt. Will go end over end down inside the 20. Bounces around down there all the way inside the 10. Really nice punt from number 2, Nick Burns. Takes it all the way down to about the 7-yard line. So that'll back up this Western Brown offense. They'll be coming back out on the field here momentarily. But again, a big stop there by the defense. They got some really good push up front. They got in the backfield. Finally got Barrett down for a loss for probably the first time tonight. And they're able to force the punt and try to extend their lead here with just over 7 minutes to go.
Stopping that pass, too, was big because they put him in a very long 3rd down situation. Stop the clock, too. So Western Brown has all the momentum swinging in their favor, scoring last. Now they have the ball again. But like you mentioned, Nick Burns, good punt there. Nice spiral there, able to put a little bit of action on that.
Really good looking
down
punt
inside the 10.
So Western Brown will take over on the 8-yard line, 1st down and 10, 7:08 to go here in this one. Western Brown now heading from left to right on your radio dial. Sutton takes the snap, quarterback run all the way, goes up the middle, fights for a couple of yards. Looks like he's going to get about 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down by Aiden Clemens on that one. Had the lead block there from Justin Morgan up the middle.
So they'll mark him up to the 11 for a 3-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7 now. 6:45 to go in this one. Broncos taking their time a little bit now. They're playing with a lead. Don't want to don't want to take your foot off the gas, but don't want to make a big mistake this far backed up in your own territory.
No, and the way Hillsboro has been playing, too, they're a slower moving offense generally, so the less time you leave them, the better in a game where you're now leading with about 6 minutes left.
Empty set, they flip it to Smith in the backfield, makes a man miss. Out past the 15-yard line, falls down around the 17. He's going to be right at the line to gain. We'll see where they spot it. And they are going to move the chains. Nice move again by Isaiah Smith. Tough run.
Tough run and smart run, too. Goes back towards the middle. Doesn't want to run to the sideline. Give them an opportunity to chase him down. Makes a great move and able to get right to the chains and get him moved for a 1st down.
Well, we've seen him make a few people miss tonight. Isaiah Smith having a big second half here as well. made a couple of really nice plays. Under 6 minutes to go, Broncos lead 30-27. New set of downs at the 18-yard line. Empty set again, 3 on his right, 2 on his left. Sutton takes a snap, another quarterback run up the middle. He's got a little space, slips through a tackle, goes up, past the 30, still going, and he's finally brought down. A little bit of an awkward fall there, but bounces up quick. He's all right. Another first down, good run by Sutton.
Third first down of the fourth quarter. Sutton, probably his best run of the game, gets things going, keeps them moving in the right direction, just shy of the 35-yard line of the Broncos.
I don't think a couple defenders had a chance at him. He was able to kind of high step out of a few tackles and keep those feet moving, and he gets a nice gain. And that'll give him a fresh set of downs all the way out to the 34-yard line. 99.5 The Edge is your home for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are in preseason action right now versus the Atlanta Falcons. Tune over to 99.5 after our game to hear the conclusion of that Bengals game. We're getting closer and closer to college and NFL football. It's an exciting time of the year. High school football starting here tonight all the way across the state of Ohio. And we've got a great one here in Hillsboro. Sutton takes the snap, looking, he's got time, throws towards his own sideline, a little bit behind the receiver, but here comes a flag from the back judge, and it looks like we're going to have a pass interference call going against the Indians.
Yeah, and that was Barrett, Austin Barrett on coverage there, and just a little bit too handsy, kind of ran through the receiver on the Broncos sideline.
To be totally honest, I think it was underthrown, and Barrett just kind of never got his head turned around, didn't see the ball, and kind of ran through the receiver, took him down right in front of Coach Osborne over there in the sideline, and that'll be a penalty on the Indians. And it looks like we'll give the Broncos a first down, but coming back to respot the ball here. So again, Bronco offense aided by a penalty there, but able to get the drive going. They were pinned back deep inside their own 10 after a great punt from Nick Burns. And they've milked some clock here, and they're moving down the field and trying to extend their 3-point lead.
One thing I'm seeing right now, too, that I really like, and I think the Bronco fans will like as well, is the game management from Coach Osborne and just understanding the circumstances. You have a lead. Yes, you run a high-tempo spread offense, but he's slowed down the pace. He's allowing his guys to get set, wants to put them in the best situation here, and doesn't want to force anything, taking the time, running down that game clock.
Sutton takes a snap, another quarterback run, still going up the middle, keeps those feet moving. He's all the way down inside the 40. Big run again by Sutton, another first down. Brady Sutton really coming alive, and we've got an Indian player down on the field, unfortunately. Looks like, I believe that's number 9, Austin Barrett, which would be very bad news for these Indians. He has had a monster game here tonight. Hopefully he's going to be okay and can get back in there. But we've got 4:51 to go as Western Brown moves the chains for another first down. But you said it, Rob, really methodical here. Coach Osborne in his 4th year has had a ton of success. We talked about that career record and a lot of success at that program and really doing a good job and, kind of taking these young guys under his wing here and saying, hey, we don't want to back off and that play not to lose type of thing, but also pump the brakes a little bit. Let's run the ball well, set our edge, and do a good job, and they're doing that here.
Yeah, and he's still willing to throw the ball. We've seen that too, but I think it's just as young as he is as a coach, he's got a lot of experience and understanding of the circumstances. Like I said, right before the half, playing down, trying to come from behind, put in that 2-minute high-tempo offense, go right down the field and score. Now they're in a situation where they have a lead against a team who is a slower-pace offense. They want to run as much clock off as they can, taking that play clock down as far as they can every time, and they're still running their offense, so they haven't taken the foot off the gas, just the tempo is slowed down slightly.
Well, good news for the Indians. Austin Barrett able to walk off under his own power, comes to the sideline. Looks like he's getting a little attention from the trainer, getting a drink of water. Hopefully he'll be okay and be able to get back in there. 4:51 to go. Broncos with a new set of downs on the 39-yard line, past midfield into positive territory. Sutton takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it to Morgan off the left side. Another nice run all the way down. Takes it about 9 yards. Tough run by the sophomore. Will bring up 2nd and short.
Really good run off the left side. Had the lead there. Morgan, I think another thing, too, that we're seeing is first game conditioning is huge, and it seems like the defense is kind of getting worn down a little bit. This offensive line now is getting a better push than they maybe had in the first half, really kind of asserting themselves late and trying to take over this ball game.
Same formation here. One receiver on the left, two on the right. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton in the shotgun. Just over 4 minutes to go. Another handoff to Morgan, left side. This time he's wrapped up, but I think he's going to fall forward and have the yardage for a first down. I think that was number 72, Aiden Clemens on the tackle. But a tough run there by Morgan. I think they're going to spot him just short of the first down.
Evan Allen pulling through on that one, as well as Matthew Osborne leading the way. And they are going to still checking this one out. It looks like it is very, very close, just short, though, of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and inches.
3rd down and as close as you can get without being a first down. So Broncos moving the ball, 3:39 to go. They lead it 30-27. Ball is spotted on the 29-yard line. Sutton in the shotgun, Morgan back there, same formation for the Broncos. Sutton takes a snap, tucks it down, he's running up the middle, has first down yardage, and Moore is still going all the way down to the 12-yard line. Brought down inside the 15. Big run by Sutton. He moves the chains.
Sutton got real excited after that one. Gets off the ground, gives a big hop, shouting at a sideline. Getting excited.
3:20 to go. Broncos moving the ball. They're knocking on the door now just outside the 10-yard line. Trying to put 7 or at least 6 more, maybe 7 more on the board and extend that lead out and make things difficult for these Indians here as we come down. Same formation for the Broncos. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton. Powell on his left. Smith and Harmon on his right. Gives the ball to Morgan. Goes up the middle. Follows his blocks. Breaks some tackles. And Justin Morgan goes in for the touchdown. Number 5, the sophomore up the middle. Slips some tackles. Takes it to the house. Broncos extend their lead.
Great drive from the Broncos. Well called by Coach Osborne there. Slowing down the tempo. Offensive line, excellent job. Stepping up. Able to run the ball, and we've got an injured Bronco down on the ground right in just inside the end zone.
I think it's one of the offensive linemen. I didn't see a number, but tried to get up and kind of hopped around. Looks like it might be a cramp. They're trying to stretch him out. So I think it was one of the offensive linemen for the Broncos. Right inside the goal line there. And it looks like they're, again, trying to tend to him a little bit. It looks like a cramp. The trainer will be out to talk to him. But what a drive by Western Brown. A couple of times they've really had their back up against the wall, namely to start a 20-point deficit. And they've been able, and it's far from over, still almost 3 minutes to go, but they've been able to really capitalize on some big stops, a couple of turnovers, and they take it down and punch it in and extend their lead out 36-27.
And that lineman is up, walking off the field under his own power. Again, I think it is just a cramp. Good to see him up and moving. Still trying to get the number on that.
I want to say it's number 58, Brian Smith Jr., but I'm not 100% sure on that. Again, we're on the opposite sideline in the press box, so pretty far away. Kind of hard to see some of those numbers in the crowd, but Broncos are coming out. Looks like they're going to go for 2 to try to extend it out here and really make this a little bit more difficult for the Indians as they'll trot onto the field here. So Sutton's out there. 2 receivers on his right, 1 on his left. Morgan right behind him in the backfield. Broncos up to the ball, they're ready to go. Sutton takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolling out. He's got Osborne again, flips it over the top. And Osborne had some trouble, but able to go down low and get it. A little bit of a low throw, but a nice play by Osborne. And now we've got penalty flags coming in, so not sure if some excessive celebration on the Broncos side or maybe some frustration for the Indians. I'm not 100% sure, but we've got some penalties, but the 2-point conversion for now is good. And make it 38-27. We'll check that penalty.
Well, we're waiting on that. Just, again, another great drive from this Bronco offense. The ability to see these young guys close out a ball game like this is massive this early on in week 1 of your season. He talked about how tough their couple scrimmages were, Coach Osborne with Harrison and Madeira, and how physical those teams were. Hillsboro came out, brought it to the Broncos tonight, took a big lead early on, but the Broncos able to fight back defensively, really stepped up in the second half and showed what they were made of, and offensively just putting things together late in this ball game, and the ability to finish that last drive out was huge. Those offensive linemen, Will Pletz and Isaac Couch, Damian Valdez, Evan Allen, Brian Smith Jr. doing a great job out there.
Well, we're going to hopefully talk to Coach Osborne after the game, and I can tell you exactly how it's going to go. We got a lot of stuff to work on. It wasn't very good, but he has to be proud of these young guys for hanging in there. And again, it's not over. We still have 3 minutes to go. They could run this back for a touchdown. You never know. We saw the craziness at the end of the first half, but regardless of the outcome, with all the young guys out there, a lot of guys first time under the Friday Night Lights, Coach Osborne has to be pretty happy with how his team's responded. Again, still a lot of time. Got to close it out. We're not crowning anybody yet, but again, a big swing at the end of the first half, and the Broncos have been able to capitalize here in the second half as well.
Yeah, huge swing, and I think that's one of the reasons this offense can be so successful is because you can come back in a ball game in such a short period of time. It was 20-0 to start the game. Hillsboro kind of looked like they were going to run away with it early on, and just like that, it's 20-14 going into halftime. So Broncos able to get themselves back in it quickly and get that momentum fully swinging in their favor, get the ball to start the second half, and here we are, 38-27.
So a little bit of bad news. I'm assuming it was an unsportsmanlike penalty. It backs the ball up to the 25, so Hillsboro with a chance to have really good field position here after the penalty by the Broncos. Williams will kick it away. It's going to be fielded right at the 30-yard line by Hochschel. Brings it back towards his sideline, slips and loses his footing again and goes down inside the 40. But still with the penalty, still pretty good field position to start the drive, almost up to the 40-yard line. Hillsboro will take over.
Cash Smith able to run down there on special teams untouched and force the misstep there by Hochschel on the return.
Well, we haven't seen Hochschel do that very often, but you said it, Cash Smith flying down the field, able to get in there and create some problems. But it'll be 2:51 to go. Hillsboro have the ball 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. And I would assume we'll see Coach Horn kind of try to pick up the pace here. They do still have 2 timeouts. It's almost 3 minutes to go, so if you can get down the field and give yourself a chance to score quick, give yourself a chance at an onside kick. Takes a snap, he looks to throw, Dumpert all kinds of time, throws a sidearm throw a little too low, intended for number 2, Nick Burns. Will go incomplete, will bring up 2nd down and 10.
A little different territory for Hillsboro, having to stay under center in their standard offensive formations. They do have, I believe, 3 receivers split out on that one, but it's just a tough offense to come back from. You're not used to throwing the ball as much as they're going to have to come back in this one.
Well, again, good news for the Indians. Austin Barrett back in there, so he's able to shake it off and get back in there. Great sign for him as Dumpert will go under center, looking to throw again, coming back towards his sideline. A little pressure in his face. He slings it out a little too high, almost intercepted. Wagner had a chance at it, tipped around, and it'll be incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Now Austin Huff able to get in there, apply some pressure on Dumpert. Not to let him get comfortable as he's rolling out to his left. Always a tough throw for quarterbacks rolling out to the opposite side.
So 3rd down and 10. Ball still on the 38-yard line over towards the right hash. Not quite all the way over on the right hash, but Dumpert will come up and go under center. Bronco defense looking to try to close this thing out here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Hochschel goes in motion. Dumpert takes the snap, wants to throw. Quick throw out to Burns. And able to wrap him up. Number 1, Zayden Nichols, the sophomore defensive back, able to get in there and brings him down for a big loss. Another nice play by this Bronco defense.
Yeah, Zayden Nichols fights right through that block of Clemens there and able to make the play for a loss. Big 4th down coming up for Hillsboro.
So that's going to be 4th down and 14. Ball's back on the 35-yard line with just over 2 minutes to go. Again, Bronco defense trying to get a stop here on 4th down. Be able to maybe close this thing out here as we go right at 2 minutes to go. 3 wide receivers again. Barrett in the backfield. Dumpert under center. Ready to take the snap. He takes it. Rolling out, looking towards the sideline. He's going to throw deep, has a man, but overthrows him, and that'll be incomplete. Nichols gets a hand on it, but smartly lets it drop to the ground as they'll take over all the way down on the 35-yard line. And the Bronco defense comes away with a big stop, and that's going to just about tie a ribbon on this one as the Broncos lead at 38-27.
Coach Osborne will be happy to get this one finished out as we're seeing the Bronco coaches head out of the press box here down to the field to celebrate with their team. But big win for them in week one, trying to see what this team was going to be made of. The 23 seniors from a year ago led them to the third round of the playoffs, and they had a lot of success in their careers, and we're getting to see that next generation. This big sophomore class that's coming in, a lot of talent, as we've seen tonight, getting involved on both sides of the ball, special teams as well, and this Bronco team's got a lot of talent and a lot of potential as well.
So a minute 50 to go as Western Brown will take over. Morgan in the backfield with Sutton. Sutton's going to hand it to Morgan off that left side, trying to get a block, slips through a tackle, got some room all the way down inside, wrapped up from behind. Nice tackle there, but not before first down yardage, and another nice run by Justin Morgan. And we've talked to Coach Osborne, and he's had some really, really good things to say about Justin Morgan, and he's been impressive here in this second half. Very hard to tackle, not a very big guy. He's listed at 5'9", 155, but hard to bring down.
Hard to bring down quick, and Coach Osborne just talked about the work ethic that he has too, and how hard-nosed he is, and not very big, but he can play physical, plays bigger than his size.
So a minute 39 to go. Western Brown has the ball, takes the snap, another handoff to Morgan. Might have bobbled it for a second, but able to get it. This time they're going to wrap him up for a short gain or maybe even no gain. Nice play there on the outside by the Indian defense. But again, that's going to keep the clock rolling with a minute 27 to go. And Western Brown trying to close this thing out. Timeout by the Hillsboro Indians. We'll take a short one. We'll be right back on C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shaq Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back in here to Hillsboro, Ohio. Again, Western Brown about to close out their first win of the season. They're up 38-27 with a minute 22. Just talking to Rob here. We talked to Coach Osborne. You heard it on our pregame huddle. Talked a little bit about the Reds. They get a big win tonight, 1-0 over the Toronto Blue Jays. A walk-off home run in the ninth. Always an exciting thing. They wear those City Connect uniforms on Friday. Firework Friday will be an exciting night down there in Cincinnati.
Definitely, yeah.
Bengals on the road. Haven't got an update on that, but they're playing in the preseason game. Looks like it's 10-6 right now in favor of the Falcons, as Morgan, I think, took the direct snap that time, or maybe that's Sutton. They're only one number apart, so kind of hard to tell, but goes up the middle for a few yards. Is going to bring up third down, and looks like about 3 as we approach a minute to go in this one.
Got to look at the socks. Sutton's got the high socks on.
That's a good point. Good point. So that was Morgan. Morgan took the snap on that one. I believe took the direct snap. And they're going to take it down. Another timeout here by Hillsboro. We'll keep it right here as we have just over a minute to go. And Western Brown's going to try to close this one out here, Robin. They're going to do so and get the first win of the season, 38-27. But again, we're going to talk to Coach Osborne, and I told you exactly what he's going to say. I'd bet money that's what he's going to say is that he's, we've got a lot of things to work on, whatever. And that's how a lot of coaches are that way. I used to coach, and that's how I was when you always feel like you can do something better. But, man, what a response by this young team. Brady Sutton has gotten snaps at quarterback in varsity games, but obviously Drew Novak's been man in that position for the last 4 years, 3.5-4 years. And to be able to come in here on the road, go down 20-0 against a really good Hillsboro team. I've been really impressed with their two-headed monster in the backfield. Is going to cause some problems for people all season long. And big response, and I'm sure Coach Osborne has to be proud of his guys tonight.
I definitely think he will be. And you talked about Sutton a little bit, and it seemed early on like he was trying to get his feet under him. And obviously those nerves can really get to you, especially playing quarterback. You're calling the plays and trying to read coverages and defensive fronts and everything for protections, help out that offensive line. As the game has progressed, you can kind of see him talking a little bit more, getting excited for plays. He's definitely getting comfortable out there, and that's good to see.
Yeah, you said it just kind of seemed uncomfortable there. Offense was a little off timing, a couple of high throws, but it just seemed like there at the end of that first half, that trick play as Sutton will take the snap. He's going to run it off the left side, bounces off a tackle, and he's going to slide down and slides down right inside the right about the 5-yard line. So Brady Sutton, a smart play there, got the first down, went ahead and went down, and I would assume that Western Brown probably just going to knee it out here to finish it. But, it just seemed like that momentum swing, that big turnover, and then the trick play that landed and just really turned the tide of this game, and they've been able to close it out here. And again, some really tough running by Hochschild and Barrett both of them had a monster game, and they're going to have a great season. And the future is very bright as Hochschild's only a sophomore. I mean, he's going to be really good for the next 3 years, counting this one. So, but a big win here for Western Brown in week 1. And, again, not the way you drew it up, maybe going down 20-0, but they're able to bounce back and come away with a win.
And I think that says a lot for this team, too, being down 20 and resilient, coming back. Down 20-0 in your first game, trying to rebound from that last season. What a great last season it was, and they did an excellent job finishing out that first half. And defense played amazing, only giving up 7 points in that second half, forcing a couple turnovers as well. So hats off to them and Coach Wilson, and what a great second half they had.
Well, you said it. Final score here from Richards Memorial Field, 38 for Western Brown, 27 for Hillsboro. A big into the first half and a bounce back by the Broncos, but a very good showing from the Indians. Coach Horn, we kind of read through that interview he did preseason, and is really excited about this team. And from a year ago, much improved. And second year in the system, they really look good here tonight. And like I said, they're gonna win a lot of games this year. They're gonna cause a lot of problems for teams all throughout the FAC. But Western Brown able to bounce back again. Final score 38-27. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with our post-game show right after this on C103.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and we've been doing just that since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in the people of this community hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief. Member FDIC.
Memorial Field again. Western Brown comes away with a week 1 win, 38-27 over the Hillsboro Indians. Rob's tallying up some final stats here. We'll have those for you in just a few minutes, as well as our Coach's Comment Show with Coach Nick Osborne, as the Broncos are over in front of their student section and the band doing a little fight song over there, as well as the Hillsboro Indians. Well, we've talked about it, and we'll talk about it with Coach Osborne, but again, a big response. I don't care what grade level your kids are in or where you're at. When you're down 20-0 in your first game, and you kind of start to put that pressure on yourself, and it starts to build, and you start to feel like, oh man, here we go, we're going to let this one get away. It's a big statement from this young team to be able to dig their feet in the ground and stand up. And I think really, like you said, in the second half, the biggest difference was the defensive side of the ball. They did a really good job outside of the one big run by Barrett, took one to the house. But outside of that, really got some great push up front, sure tackling, and they were able to hold them to that one score and come away with a big win.
Doing a great job on that defensive side and just giving your offense opportunities as you force turnovers, get the ball back for them. That just continues to build confidence in the team overall. And not only did they do a great job, offense and defense, special teams look really good too tonight. The kickoffs were deep and putting them back, not giving them many opportunities. The coverage was really good tonight too. Couple couple good punts as well. Sutton had one. They had the one misstep there where it hit the teammate, but special teams looked really good as well. I think overall, Coach Osborne's got to be pretty happy with the result, considering the start of the game.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think they were perfect on 2-point conversions, or if maybe they missed one, but even when they got backed up on the penalty, they still converted that one. So, again, some great execution when it really mattered by the Broncos. They came away, won the turnover battle. They were able to turn those into points and able to come away with a win, 38-27. I'm going to kick it back over to Rob now. He's going to have some final stats from this one, and we're going to hope Coach Osborne looks like he's making his way across, so we'll have him up here shortly. Rob, take it away.
Start with the Hillsboro Indians offense. 13 total first downs, 5 of 12 on third down conversions. They were 3 for 4 on fourth down. They did have 4 turnovers, 1 interception, 1 fumble, 2 turnover on downs, and then 3 penalties. And the Western Brown defense, 3 tackles for loss, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 1 penalty on the night. For the Hillsboro defense, 3 sacks, all those in the first half. So that offensive line for the Broncos really stepping up in the second half. 1 interception, 2 penalties. And the Bronco offense, we talked about how well they played in that second half, scoring 24 points during that span, 17 total first downs, 13 of those in the second half. 2 of 6 on third down. They were 2 of 3 in the second half, 0 for 1 on fourth down. Did have 1 turnover, 1 interception, and 3 penalties for the Bronco offense.
So again, final score here from Richards Memorial Field, 38-27 in favor of Western Brown. They're able to bounce back after going down 20-0 early in the first half. They're able to get a couple of late scores in that second quarter and turn that momentum into second half opportunities, and they're able to close it out. Again, Coach Osborne making his way across the field. We'll hopefully have him up here shortly to talk to us for our Coach's Comment show. But again, we've got week 1 in the books now, and Broncos bend but kind of don't break in this one. They've got another tough one coming up next week, and we'll be there for that one at home as well. I believe that's Miami Trace. Or no, Washington Courthouse is next week. It'll be the first home game at Kibler Stadium in Mount Orab. So Broncos maybe kind of looking to build off this momentum and keep the ball rolling and try to get a couple more under their belt, as they've got some really tough non-conference games to start the season.
They really do, and we talked a little bit about this FAC conference that and then Jackson as well. I believe that'll be week 4. Jackson's always really tough. It'll be a good game. See how they fare. They lost a lot of seniors as well from last season. They had another deep playoff run for their program. But it's going to be an exciting season, and we'll see where this Bronco team is as they face another tough FAC opponent next week.
All right, well, Coach Osborne's heading up the steps here. We'll take a break, and we'll have him on for our Coach's Comment show right after this break. We'll be right back on C103.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry,
Welcome back in here on C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com. We've got Coach Osborne up here for our Coach's Comment Show. Well, Coach, we were kind of talking on the break there. Maybe not exactly the way you drew it up to go down 20 to start the game, but what does this say about, we talked on the pregame huddle, this young team. What does it say about their resiliency and their ability to come back and win that game?
They're fighters, man, and, getting out 20-0 with as many sophomores and young guys we played and only playing, 5, 6 seniors tonight. Hillsboro returned a lot of guys, man. They had a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors, and just super proud of our kids, and that's what, we knew when we had the conversation before our team meeting with the coaches, when it hits the fan, man, we got to be calm, cool, and collective, and just be there for our kids, and they found a way after going down 20-0 to, end up outscoring them 38-7 from there on. So super proud of our kids, and, our staff did a really, really good job in the second half.
Couple things I wanted to hear you touch on was, especially in the second half, seemed like your young guys kind of settled into the game there. We mentioned off mic Brady Sutton really stepping up, and the offensive line really settled into the game too in the second half. Really asserted themselves up front.
Yeah, playing a freshman lineman, getting his first start tonight, Isaac Couch, and Sutton getting his real first start. The young guys around us, offense, defense. We knew we were probably going to struggle with a little stage fright there to start off. So definitely struggled, but hopefully get that out of our system before we go up against a really good courthouse team next week.
Well, you're talking about these young guys. Some of the guys on the defensive side, Carter Saylor, had some big plays. Ty Spalding put his nose in there quite a few times at the end. Zayden Nichols with a big tackle for loss. Talk about that defensive side of the ball and what they were able to do in the second half specifically to shut down that Hillsboro offense.
Yeah, man. They found a way that just I don't even know how to put it in words. I just super happy for them. After going down 20-0 and not looking the greatest, and then coming out after that and holding the 7 from there on out. So got some turnovers when we needed to, and just made the plays when we really needed to.
Well, those changes in momentum, changes in score, really have an impact on the game and how you run your offense. We saw that with the first half finish. You guys really put the gas pedal down, able to score really quick to get the score down to 6 points. And then in the second half, you guys take the lead, slow it down. You're still throwing the ball a little bit, running the ball a lot more, but where does your game management style come from?
Yeah, when your quarterback looks at you and says, hey, give me the ball, and the other line says, run up behind us, I truly believe in our players that if they say, give me the ball or run behind us, we're going to do that. So I got faith in them that if they want it, hey, we're going for what you guys want. So.
Well, Coach, maybe a couple more gray hairs after that one. Got out to a little bit of a slow start, but able to come back. We appreciate you taking some time. We won't keep you. You got to drive back on the road. Another tough one next week, and we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys Wednesday.
Thanks, Coach. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to name our player of the game right after this on C103.
who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for Shack Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back in here one final time to Richards Memorial Field in Hillsboro High School. Again, Western Brown finishes out a win 38-27. We're going to go ahead and name our C103 player of the game. We talked to Coach Osborne there before we did our Coach's Comment show, and one of the names that he really just kept mentioning and the player that he felt really stepped up a lot and really took control of the game. And you mentioned it too. He was bouncing around more, was more vocal, really became the leader in the second half, was Mr. Brady Sutton. So he's going to get our player of the game tonight, C103 player of the game, junior quarterback number 6, Brady Sutton. Started off a little, maybe some nerves on Friday night, kind of getting out there for the first time as the official starter. But, man, he really took control in the second half, made some really good throws and some big runs.
Made some great throws, had the interception, set him back just a little bit, but after that, he settled down, settled into the game, and really, just like Coach Osborne said, he wanted the ball. He wanted it in his hands to finish that one out, and he was finishing plays, running through tackles, and really getting up, getting that excitement going and getting his players going, and you can really see the leader that he's already becoming on this team.
Well, again, final score 38-27. Rob, we've got 1 week in the books. We've got at least 9 more to go. Hopefully the Broncos can keep this momentum going and keep building, and maybe we'll see some more playoff games this year, but obviously don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But exciting first week. Broncos go down early. They bounce back, come away with a win, and again, Coach Osborne always going to have things to work on, but has to be proud of these guys, and I think this is going to be a really exciting season.
Definitely. We've got a lot of youth on this team that we get to follow, but with youth can come a lot of excitement too, and we've seen the skill that these guys have and what they're capable of already shortly into this season, just one game in so far, the explosiveness that some of these players really have. Justin Morgan out of the backfield. You got your senior leaders, Isaiah Smith and Matthew Osborne there for them. Austin Huff on the defensive side really leading the way. So they're going to be a fun team to watch.
Well, again, we thank everybody for tuning in. My name is Greg Liming here with Rob Bowman. We had Skylar Stapleton back in the studio as well as Maggie Dean on the camera. We appreciate you guys tuning in on C103 or GoodGuysRadioTV.com. Make sure to catch us next week, 7 o'clock on Thursday for the pregame huddle. And then we'll go live around the same time, 6:40 on Friday from Western Brown as the Broncos take on Washington Courthouse. Signing off here from Hillsboro. We'll catch you next week.
Our beliefs